Just waiting for it to. I thought my connection was good, right, Moto? You have good service in here. Two and one. Well, hey everybody, Stephanie Halvick here from RNFaces. You know me as the Skin Tag Queen with the Skin Classic, but today we're switching up gears pretty much. We are going to be doing Dermafrac here with Moto and the gang. Everybody say hey, hey, hey. And we're in Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to be talking about and also doing procedures. So, in the chat box, when you let us know where you're from and all that, we're going to do a few check-ins. And if you have questions that you don't hear while we're here, just go ahead and ask them and we'll get to them. But we're going to do some treatments after treatment after treatment, we hope. So we were just talking about the Dermafrac and how it fits into the practice as a 30 to 45 minute treatment. And of course, in my practice, it's usually 30 minutes, but I do book it on the 45 because I don't like to be rushed, or if my client was just a little bit late. So that would make me, in my scheduling, do that, but it's still 30 minutes, so or under. And it gives you that leeway too if you want to sprinkle a little Skin Classic, because we have Skin Classic providers here. It allows you to do that immediately after the treatment. That's the nice thing. And people always, I've been doing microneedling for a long time, and I would never do a Skin Classic treatment after this. Well, I don't see why not, because with the infusion of the serums that you're using, the skin is in the best shape possible. You're not using a 0.1 or a 1.5. You're not really doing like a vampire facial. We're getting in at 0.5, that nice junction where all the magic happens, so that if we go to do some skin tags or cherry angiomas or even broken capillaries, we can do that. So that is the nice thing about combining these two modalities, which if you are not in my group on Facebook, you should be, or at least my page where I show the different combo treatments of Skin Classic and the Dermafrac. So I know, Moto, you've had a treatment already before. You're scheduled to have a treatment, right?
Well, I just volunteered, yeah.
Okay, so but your model's coming, right?
Yeah, she's here. So.
Oh, okay. Let's bring her in, and then maybe one of you guys will just make sure she's cleansed. We like to do a double cleanse if somebody's got any makeup on, and then I will finish it off with an alcohol wipe as well. We want to make sure there's no oils and that type of thing. Let me just get a couple things here. So if you do have any questions, let me see. I'm going to do the comments on.
Oh, yeah. You have a bowl store. You have a bowl store? Maybe.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. So would one of you guys go to my page, RNFaces, on Facebook, and see if I am live?
So you want to face up? On
Facebook?
Yeah, RNFaces. I just want to make sure that we are. Did you?
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were looking. Sorry.
I was.
And because you just never know, sometimes the internet is a little.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, great. RNFaces. So like my page, and you'll get to see some more. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming to play with us
You're welcome.
today.
You are welcome. Thank you for doing this.
Why, sure. So, Moto or Denise, would somebody come up and just maybe sure that she's cleansed? Just because I don't know where everything is.
Okay.
Did they just cleanse you out there?
No, I did at home.
Okay.
If that's okay. I'm a hairstylist here, so I made sure I used his stuff
Okay,
to cleanse. But if you want to do more, I don't
Okay,
care.
well, I'm going to alcohol you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah. So.
And then, Denise, how about if you come up? Oh, I'm sorry, Diana. You'll come up because throw on a pair of gloves because you're going to do this. Absolutely.
Can I tell you something so you know?
Yeah, tell
about
us
this is in my dimple in my chin. I
Yeah.
had stitches, but it's been 3 weeks since they've been out.
Okay.
And I just wanted to let you know in case that made any difference whatsoever.
Okay. And so, do you get procedures here done at Moto's?
I do sometimes.
What do you have done?
You have to ask Moto that. I think he's done microneedling and we've done body sculpting a lot.
Okay.
I had a hydrofacial. Yeah. Facial a lot.
Great. A hydrofacial? Okay.
Yes.
So you've had a hydrofacial, which is perfect. Now, this treatment is not hydrofacial, doesn't pretend to be a hydrofacial because hydrofacial doesn't have the microchanneling component to it. But they do tout the infusion of serum. But this procedure will make it easy for the serum to get into the junction of the skin at 0.5. I am not bashing the hydrofacial, but that will sit more on the skin. And this will go into the skin. And then at the end of the procedure, we will make it like a hydrofacial and let a lot of the serum drop back out onto the skin. So, and then now, as we were talking about it just a little bit ago, we were talking about Skin Classic to use immediately after. So if I just turn your head a little bit there, you have a very nice complexion. You don't have minor skin imperfections, except for the one cherry angioma that might be an identifying feature for her. You know the cherry angioma on your cheek there, the red dot? If you're not partial to it, when we're completely done, we can go ahead and do that if you like. But that's up to you.
Yeah, some people have like little marks that they love and it's been there, you know?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's why you said. You know.
That actually hasn't been there that long, so you can get rid of it if you want to.
Okay, that sounds lovely. So we're just going to use the Hydrate serum. Hydrate is the hyaluronic serum. She doesn't have any real issues. Now, again,
I don't.
No, I mean, we could use Rejuvenate as well as for lines and wrinkles. But what we want to do is get our hands working with the device. So we're going, with this one procedure, we're going to be doing the 0.25 versus the 0.5. And that will give us a nice, light approach to it, just so to make sure that our hands are working properly. And just like microdermabrasion and all of those, we need to really, can you just hit that center?
The Hydrate serum, it's also good in Arizona weather.
Yes.
It's so dry.
That's perfect.
Absolutely. Perfect for that. And it's perfect for like a one-time like red carpet treatment. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 4 passes on the face today. There's different applications for the Dermafrac in my world. Lots of different protocols, but it's all about what presents to you when you see a client. It's not all cookie cutter. So she's got nice skin and she does do treatments here, does do hydrofacials. So I think we're just going to concentrate on the face and do 4 passes. We're going to do a vertical, horizontal, and 2 diagonals. And that is not too much to do on the face. And with whatever serum will be left over, then we might stretch these really well, the finer lines and wrinkles, and go right into them. And if you have seen my videos on working in zones, have you seen them? Okay, good. So with the microdermabrasion, which we'll do a little later, but we wanted to get right into the microchanneling, you could do a microdermabrasion first prior to the microchanneling. And I like to take the approach of zones. So zone number 1 for me is the cheek here. I do a vertical all the way in. I do a horizontal. I do a diagonal. And then I'll do another diagonal. Sometimes it gets a little confusing, but if you've done a lot of microdermabrasion, it's just to keep you straight so that you don't go over one area more than the other or neglect an area, because we want to use this entire syringe of serum without running out and without having too much left over. We want to really run out of it at the end. So this would be zone number 1 and 2, the other side exactly 3 and 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, and the rest of the forehead. So if we do that with the Dermafrac, now you might already do microdermabrasion in a certain fashion, but you can do it any way you like. But when it comes to utilizing this serum in the syringe, I suggest doing it by the zones so that you don't run out of anything. I'm taking off the cap on the back. And now we have our little hole where the micro needles are, where the suction will pull the skin up to the needles. So why it's more comfortable is, and I was always a roller person too. I loved rollers because it was quick, fast, efficacious. All microneedling is very efficacious, only if they get it done. If they're not raising their hand to get it done, they're not getting the procedure. So with this, the suction pulls the skin off the bone, and you're not pushing. You're pulling, and you're letting the skin do the work. And that's what makes this really comfortable for the client. So you don't really have to worry about numbing them or, I hope this isn't going to be too uncomfortable. And for another reason, when I turn on the machine, it goes on to 3. That's where it lands. But it also goes up to 5, and it goes down to 1. And that is the lowest suction. Even though I'm going to start where the machine starts at 3, because this is nice and fleshy. So if you're doing any kind of micro needling, I think most of you probably start here because you don't want to startle your client. And if you started in the forehead, like a lot of us start ours in fleshy here too, and I'd like for them to see what it feels like. So when we're working with the Dermafrac handpiece, it's gravity fed. So this syringe is in the handpiece, but it should generally always be in this position because we want the serum to run down, bathe those needles so that when they enter the skin at 0.5 or 0.25, they're getting to their destination. So I'm just going to, what we do, we just want to prime it. So I want to look and I see that the fluid is coming down. So I generally have to bring it up to my eye to do that. So, and I like where the table is. So in your practice, especially I'm always talking about aging out in your practice. We want to work a lot smarter than harder. So turning and twisting around a table is not that great for our spines or our necks. So I like to turn my client's face. I like to stand up straight. If the table's a little too high, maybe my shoulders might be hunched. I don't want to do that. Just want to relax. And so I'm going to make my first pass here by the ear. And you can see I'm holding this back further. I'm not doing this. Even though these little indents here seem like they're for your fingers, I like it up here. But again, that's my preference because I won't push. And so I'm going to make my first pass here. And I'm going to make another before I ask. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 3, 10 being the worst, how is that for you?
1.
Okay, so that we always like to hear that. And of course, in the interior of the face, it may be a little bit more uncomfortable, but that's what my suction's for. I can reach over and just make it a little bit lower, make it a little bit more comfortable. So I'm just going to do this. Now I'm going line by line, and you can see how nice and pink she's getting, right? And this is just with the 0.25. And if I wasn't organized, then you might see some stripes because I would be skipping. So if you move too fast, this is kind of a nice clip. Sometimes at the end, we work a little faster to drop out the rest of the serum. So how is that? Is that good for you? You can see that some of the serum still drops onto the skin. But when we're done, we're going to show her the filter, and she'll see a lot of that in the face, and there won't be as much into the filter. So I'm going to do this one pass, and then Diana, I'm going to get you.
Size of your needle.
This is 0.25. I generally reach for my 0.5, but when we're doing a training, the first couple models, I always like to use the 0.25 because I don't want it to be highs and lows. So now when you're back behind the table here, you're going to go this way, and you're just going to pull like this, horizontal, and then we'll do some diagonals this way, and then we can do some diagonals that way. And if you get confused with your diagonals, don't worry about it. Just do another set of diagonals. But we're just doing a 4 pass on the face.
Okay, so I do the whole section, correct?
And if you
And do you tighten it or no?
Her skin is a little tight already, so I would just kind of give it that and see. Then you've got a view. And she has nice skin, but sometimes when our clients are even older, and don't go into this is a different zone.
Okay, so just doing this. Okay.
And that will keep you honest with your serum.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And if you kind of,
Does that feel okay?
just hold that skin and just tighten it.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to support the skin. When we're working on, say, scarring or any kind of defect in the skin, we want to stretch that skin super, super tight so that those needles really get in deep. And if you're working in the belly of a wrinkle, maybe, let me see. Yeah, we're just going to turn you a little bit more. You were kind of working downhill. Then when we get into the belly of a wrinkle, the wheel is really skinny and can get into these little wrinkles.
Yeah.
And then when we go over that cherry angioma, we'll just avoid it.
Okay.
It wouldn't break it open, but I think we're planning on maybe treating it, so I thought we'd just leave that one alone there. Yeah. And sometimes you see how she intuitively had to break it up into 2. And that's just because of her bone structure, especially up at the cheek. It'll break the suction. So let's do this.
Should I just do right here?
Oh yeah.
And then do right here.
Horizontal. We'll kind of come up this way.
Oh.
And we'll do a series of horizontals throughout the face there. And now again, we're doing just the face. 4 passes. And then just so then just keep like you were doing this, and just keep doing this, like all the way back. Perfect. And that just ensures that we're making 4 passes. With the pictures that you've seen, some of my clients with a lot of hyperpigmentation or acne scarring, I don't even do their neck and décolleté. I generally reserve the neck and décolleté for my monthly clients, for my women that don't really have many issues. I'll do 2 passes on the face, 2 passes on the neck, and 2 passes on the décolleté. That's a terrific treatment without nickeling and diming your client for, okay, so if you want to add on the neck, that'll be an additional this. Or if you want to add on the décolleté, it's additional this.
I love how the serum doesn't flow out like crazy.
Right, and you don't have to rub it.
Oh, like this.
But you're used to doing that from like hydrofacial.
Hydrofacial, that's
Right.
what I'm saying.
So,
After I say that, yeah, okay.
So just let whatever's on the skin seep into any of those microchannels.
Okay.
Because it's already in. We don't really have to smear it around, but that's a normal reaction. Were you going to ask a question?
You see it in purple.
Yes. So then see, we're going to do under the eye as a different zone.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes. So, and we're going to do that at a very low level.
Yeah.
So then let's go ahead. We'll do this side, and
Yeah. Go ahead. So do the same thing this way, right?
Well, let's start with our verticals.
Oh, okay.
We're coming towards you, but see, now you're starting out this far. Let's start
in
there. We don't want to jibber, right? We
Right.
want to go line by line and get all of that skin. And don't push so much, but that's okay.
Am I pushing too hard?
But it's not hurting her.
Mhm.
But
You can just feel the pressure on it.
Okay.
yeah, so you just kind of want to get it onto the skin and pull it. See how I'm in this more vertical.
Yeah.
And so she probably won't feel it as much. But back a couple rows, you want to skip it. So just don't do too much, but nope, I want it to be more like this instead of that.
45.
But just so you can get the suction. And then let the suction do the
There we
work.
go.
Pull it. And it feels totally different, right?
Mhm.
And some
She's like,
and just stay in the cheek area. Don't go up into the mask area. That'll be a whole new. Keep going. And then you can support that skin a little bit. So if I'm here, I might do this.
okay.
See, and it really makes it nice and tight.
That's not a little bit more.
Just like instead of perpendicular, just have it.
This way.
Yes.
Yes.
Why do that?
And push it.
Okay.
Push that skin.
When you need to communicate with
Okay.
your client, maybe she's hurting already, so you have to be very okay.
Okay, we'll do a couple more. Just take that finger and manhandle that skin. Yep, nice. And only go halfway if the cheek is stopping you. And then do another short row and another short row and another
Right.
short
Like
row.
just go like this.
And
hit
then
those
you-
other ones. Okay.
And then you can come up and clean up that line.
Got it.
But keep coming in this way. You're going backwards. You want to keep going in.
Oh.
Okay. I got to really keep her organized. Well, it's hard during the
She's excited.
training
She's
because we're
excited.
talking a lot. And, I had already
Yeah.
forgotten that on the one side, I do the cheek and then I do the mask area. Yeah, good. Now, let's do the horizontal.
Okay.
And you're right-handed like I am.
Mhm.
So you're going to come this way. So stand behind the head.
This way.
Yeah. Yep. And then just go from the back of the ear, or just watch. Come here.
Yeah.
So that in case, no, stay right here. In case you are in like a tiny room, stand right behind the head and just take your hand and just, yeah. And you can throw that over your shoulder if you like. So a little bit less perpendicular. Just roll it all the way up. Keep going. Okay, another row. And go back by the ear when you do it.
That sounds, you have to feel that sounds.
And see how you can see all that serum coming through.
Uh-huh.
Make another row, but move just a little quicker
Faster.
and support the skin. A little quicker. Because you might run out of serum if you work that
too
slow
slow.
if you're doing 4 passes. Yeah, there you go. That's why it's nice and long. A little bit less perpendicular. And if you need to make half a cheek, you could do that. And then support it. Don't rub it. That's okay. It's okay.
I'm so used to doing that with microneedling with the serum, you know what I mean? Or microchanneling even.
A little less perpendicular. And maybe if you hold it back here just a little bit. Yeah, that sometimes helps that. Maybe it will, I don't think it'll hurt you. And then don't go under the eye. Support the skin. Now, you know the sensitive areas of the face, right? Like this is a little bit more sensitive. Okay, so we did that zone. This is a zone all of its own, the mask. And you'll see in my diagram where I have 1, 2, which I forgot to do 2 when we were over here, 3, 4. So this is simple. Whenever though you're starting, you always want to start at the hairline because it's less sensitive. Over by the eye, it might be a little bit more. So we don't want to startle them right away. We want to do this, and then we want to do this, and maybe a few of those. So start with your And right at the hairline. Bring it back. Yeah. Nice. And you don't have to go down too far on the cheek because you were already there, right? So as you get a little bit more organized, you'll see that your zones will help you in your timing in the treatment room. And if you're going to go there, then just
A little bit tighter.
yeah, it'll be better for her, and it's better. Okay, so now if you're in, say, an area that you thought was a little sensitive,
Right here.
well, even here, go ahead and do some kisses, meaning stamping.
Okay.
Do a couple little rows of them.
Okay. And then for the third one, do it this way, right?
Well, you can, but just do the stamping. We're just
Oh,
doing
yeah.
something a little different because it's a little sensitive by the eye. But see my stretch? See that? That's what I want to say.
Okay.
No. So what I meant by, I'm sorry, maybe I confused you.
Oh, you
So-
mean with that stamping?
Yeah, like the little kisses.
Yeah. Okay.
So under
get
the
that
eye,
sewn in there.
if you put it on number 1 for me.
That feels good too.
Yeah, so especially in this area.
Yeah.
So I'm going, see how my wheel is going in the same direction as the eyelash. So I want to get in here, always with the 1. And I really see I'm manhandling. You've got to, during these procedures, you have to manhandle.
Yeah.
You can't just pussyfoot around because then the needles aren't going into the skin properly. They're bouncing all around.
Yeah.
So let's come
Oh,
over
they're
here. So let's do that mask area. Vertical, horizontal, and some kisses. We can mix it up. So there are different techniques that you can use, especially like, where's Raquel? She said, if somebody feels something, you see them twinge, besides dropping the suction, maybe doing those little kisses, that might help too. Nice. And then when you're doing your horizontal, just leave that stretch there, right? You'll learn to keep it like there and just do some horizontals, but yeah. Nice. Do it, and while you were right there, you were right in the position, do a couple either kisses or diagonals, whichever you like. Good. And while you're there, turn around, turn the machine on 1, bring it down. And now we're going to, and this is where you take your right-handed, right? So you're just going to take your left hand, but you're going to, okay. And you're going to do this.
Okay.
Take that left thumb and see how that exposes that really nice and straight. And just do those little kisses there. That's good. Slow down, and we'll keep them close together. And if you do typically sit at your table when you're working, I like to stand when I do the eyes because it's hard to see over the eyebrows to see that you're close to the eye. Nice. Throw it on 3. And now we're going to do the chin in 2 different sections. It's here, and we're going to avoid this because she had those stitches there. So you're just going to do like horizontal, vertical, and maybe a couple diagonals. Are you prone to any fever blisters? Do you ever get them?
Ever, yes.
Okay.
Not often, but
Okay.
ever.
And don't go past the chin.
Yep.
Good. Perfect. Now
And
stand
this
over here.
Okay.
I
And go this way.
worry about your body.
Yeah.
No. Stand right behind the head.
Uh-huh.
And let's do this, the horizontal here. Okay. Just take your, you don't have to get all twisted. Perfect. Nice. But now keep going.
Right here.
Look to the lip, but not on the lip.
Right.
We can do the lip, but if they're prone to fever blisters, I don't want to do it. They may have a breakout. So now you want to do this side. And just take your thumb and do that. See how that just opens that hole up for that? And you don't even have to move this, and then you can just kind of come up.
Okay.
The less motions that, once you get in your own nest, the less motions, and don't go onto the cheek, just the chin. The less motions you make, the quicker you get done without the feeling of you're rushing your client through a treatment. Just being super organized and maybe a couple diagonals.
Stephanie, so we don't go over scars with this?
Oh yes, but that's a fresh scar.
Oh, it is.
She just had that done like did you say a month ago?
A couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago.
Like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Weeks ago. Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, we wouldn't want to do that now. I would drop it down to 2 for the upper lip. She doesn't have much space in between, but I do half and half, right? So
Yeah.
I might do this.
Do that.
And you can maybe roll a little bit, but then you can come across with your close kisses, right?
Mhm.
And because the upper lip can be a little uncomfortable, so I drop it down. But if somebody really needed a lot of work, maybe I do one pass lower and then ramp it up a little bit if they can take it for the next treatment, the next pass. Real slow. And you're going out onto the cheek. Just, there you go.
Just
Come
the
down.
upper lip.
Yeah, oh, that looks great.
Okay.
And then do the other side. But don't forget
Middle.
yes. We don't want to jipper.
And I just do small little ones right there?
Sure, absolutely. So you'll see that with this, you can go back and forth if you like. I do that especially in scars at 5 with really ramping it up. If I'm, and just go ahead and stand right behind her
Okay.
so that you get used to this. Standing up, letting your hands relax, and then this way you won't be floating around the treatment room. I know it's hard sometimes. We like to do a microderm. We want to do this side over here, maybe that side over there. But if you use the client's head as a fulcrum and you move them and you do this side, turn them that way, you're always in a nice vector, which means we're going to be able to work longer. So you could turn that on 3. And let's do her nose. There's no graceful way to do that. You could do some kisses. You might be able to get some rolls
There and then
because the real estate is small there. If you have a man's nose, you might be able to really roll a little bit more. And if you have somebody that has larger pores on their nose, you can up it to 5. It's very customizable. So there's no exactly one way, but generally speaking, a straight up Dermafrac would be 3 on the areas that aren't sensitive, 1 to 2 on the areas like under the eye, over the lip. And if somebody has permanent makeup, like on their eyebrows, don't go over the eyebrows.
Yeah.
Right, Raquel? Right? No eyebrow work because it can alter the color of permanent makeup. But I love to
Put
go.
Vaseline.
Excuse me.
Seal it with Vaseline.
Oh, you do before
Yes.
you do the
Before
treatment.
you do
Oh.
any facial thing, you always seal with Vaseline.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So would I just spread this and do this?
Yeah. And now when I spread, now again, I'm trying to save you guys because I want you to be able to work until you're my age, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I might use my most powerful digits.
Okay.
When we're using these digits, look at what your tendons do. You're probably the best stretcher in the room because she does so much permanent makeup and she has to really manage the skin so no one moves and her needles get in the skin. So we don't want anything to be bunched up. So I try to take my middle finger when I'm stretching and I push. And then I take my thumb as a counter stretch and I'll pull it. And do you see how nice and tight that is? Then I can get my horizontals without moving. I can get my horizontals here. And then I can maybe see these lines here. I'm going to take my wheel and go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And she might get a little pinpoint bleeding because see that skin is thin in that line. It's actually a scar. It's a rhytide. Wrinkles are scars. So the more you stretch this and you get that needle into that belly, you're getting a little bit deeper than what the depth is on your wheel. It's going into the skin deeper. So it's just like, this is just easy. After you get used to it, you just push and pull. It's not like this because see, you'll slide. It's more of like stick it to the skin, push it, and then pull it. Give it a whirl.
When you are rolling it back and forth, how many times are you able to roll back and forth over one spot?
I might do 4 or 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's just doing right now the vertical. She's going to make a track and just like where the eyebrows are, because that's a zone all in its own. And then without moving her stretching hand, she's just going to turn the wheel and do her horizontals. Do you see how much more comfortable she is now? She's wheeling that thing around from left to right, to horizontal. And then I'm going to turn the machine up for you so that you can do those little wrinkles.
Do you think the solution's out?
Oh, maybe we've been working pretty slow.
Yeah.
Okay, so normally it doesn't happen, but we have been working very slowly, that's just because it's a training. Let me get another one here.
You can feel it too, which is nice. You're like, there's nothing coming out.
Yes, during a
Right?
treatment. Yeah. During a treatment, you'll never
How
use
is the
2.
overall?
Good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
No, this is 7. It feels
And I like how it shows you where the kink is.
feel the
paper
suction,
towel.
but you don't feel any needle.
Do you want a
at all.
paper
Yeah.
towel?
So I can give her also a tip about that paper towel
The skin
while
being
you're
taut
doing
is
it.
probably the best thing.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
the skin's taut, it,
Can I
you
have
don't
a-
feel it at all.
Yeah.
So I pull this top off. It's real tight. And you can just pull that one out. I'm going to take the back off of this. Here, I'll just take that and go ahead and slip that in. And don't push to the nth degree. There's like a little
Right
okay,
there,
good,
right?
perfect. And then just do that stretch again, and let me see. Let me get it up to 5 here.
I still have to finish this.
Okay.
Way.
Then we're down.
Should I make sure with my finger that it's coming
Yeah,
down?
put the back of your hand, maybe. Just roll it.
There we go.
I want to know this trick.
Yeah.
Get out of your way.
This one is easier. The stretching.
Oh, to have it on a dry
This one,
surface.
Yeah. And then your hand is not gonna slip. It's easy for you to slide.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Quick, very
Oh, just
easy.
put
Yeah.
it back and forth.
You push a little, but not too far up. You just want to be right in that wrinkle and stretch a little bit more.
And the whole face.
Okay, and then she had that one right there, right? Make it so the wheel goes that way.
So you can
Yeah,
never move your hands. And you don't touch the
Back,
skin.
yeah. And you can even do your kisses there.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
so you can
Yeah.
really give it a better stretch because your stretch is weak.
Yeah, that's nice.
Like you just use it as an angle.
This one is just easy for you to make.
Yeah, I use it like a cotton round when I'm doing
It's
permanent
gonna
makeup.
stick the
Yeah.
part, but this one,
That's a
Yeah.
my little tip. Not too
I have a
far.
file of this in my
Okay,
side.
good. Now
Ready
let's
to
do the
get
forehead.
And I just gotta get this right here.
Okay.
Thank you.
And do some, just as long as the
Clean
scar
also.
is, not longer.
Okay,
It's
right there.
short.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, good. So then let's do the forehead.
Okay.
Maybe start like here,
Mhm.
and she's got a nice flat surface, so you might not have any jump. But if you do, the ridge in the brow bone sometimes makes you break your suction. So you might have to, but I always try to make the long sweeping ones,
Okay.
and then you would have to come and just make sure they're all perfect. But some women and men have a very bony forehead or their cheek area.
Because client feel when the person is heavy the hand and slipping, and they know that
can feel
they, yeah, they can feel.
They feel like you're not confident, you're not
Yes.
grasping the skin.
Mhm.
And that's why like
Trust you
like
when you're
vinyl
very
gloves
professional.
aren't really great. These gloves are good. I like a good latex as long as my client's okay because that I can really stretch. But vinyl gloves, if you do use them, are very hard to stretch the skin with. Go all the way to the brow, no jibber. Yeah. So I also say I do a Dermafrac or any procedure I'm doing the way I want to have it done for me. How would I want it to be done? You know, would I want them to go into my lines with, that's not going to be embarrassing. They're doing the job. And remember now, okay, so you already did that.
Right, but don't I do it this way and then this way?
Well, you've already done this, so you were working here.
Okay, so just
Yeah,
start
so-
from there.
Yes, and that's why you'll run out of serum if
Got it,
you
got it.
kind
Keep
of
overlapping.
Uh-huh. Yes, so you want to definitely. Okay, so let me see what you're doing. Are you on your horizontals?
Yeah, I went this way, so I'm not going.
Okay, so look, I'm going to stand here right in front of the client. I'm going to take my finger here. I'm going to stamp it to the skin. See that nice stretch?
Yeah.
Now, okay, I'm not going to go over her mole, but I'm going to maybe take this in half.
Yeah.
Just because it seems easy, right? Because I know she's got like a little ridge there. Letting that suction do the work. But this finger, you leave it. This finger, this finger really is
want you to step on it.
is plastered onto her skin, so there's nowhere it's going to go. And then I'm going to turn her, and I'm just going to push here, and I'm pushing. So I don't really need to use another stretch like my thumb because I have her skin really, really taut. You pull it up a little bit here, and see.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you get that little bone structure.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do this side. Maybe start your verticals. You're a great model.
Thank you.
Go all the way to the bone. I mean to the brow. You just have to tilt it a little bit more.
Like
a little bit.
There
Yes,
we go.
there you
There
go.
we go. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't hear
find that
anything.
sweet spot. And sometimes at first that's just a little hard, and I do it too. And I see everybody when I'm training them, they do it and then they look at the hole. Like, is the hole something wrong with the hole? No, it's just the way we position it. But it happens. So now instead of don't move, no,
There.
I said don't move.
Oh.
So now instead of working with this lax skin,
Mhm.
just take this finger and kind of come that way so that you've inchwormed your stretch so that the needles get into the skin really good.
Right here, right?
Yeah, just continue that. Nice. And do you see how the skin was pulling a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't have it stretched. But it's okay. There's no harm, no foul. But to really get those needles into the skin. Now, if you want to do your verticals, your horizontals, you can come halfway across and then come halfway across. Okay, but give it a good push. Don't go down into the mask area. Stay right at the end of the brow. Mm-hmm. In that section. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So we're literally done. But now, say we have more serum than we really want. But say you had a tiny bit left. Go ahead and put it on one. And this is where you can finish up your client. You have a little bit of serum left. I never like to let it go. Again, though, it's only going to still take me under 30, but we're training. So that's why it is taking longer. And so then what I'll do is I'm at number 1, and I'll turn your head this way. And maybe now I'll start making some nice short strokes. Look at all the serum that's popping out. That reminds you of what your hydrofacial does, right? But don't wipe it away.
Okay.
We want to see it glisten. We want to drop all of what's left onto the skin so that she's super hydrated. Because now we're not going to use a mask. I wouldn't have used a mask if we didn't have this extra serum, but it's just a light, quick finish. So these are quicker little strokes. I'm going to turn you this way, and then just do that on that side. They're sort of random because you've already done all of your gridding. Now, was my hand still a little lighter? She's getting there, right? She's nice and light?
Yes.
Yeah. And so you can see how that's dropping out. So if you need to get rid of some, you're timing. If that's what, like my whole thing isn't timing, but I just want you to know it doesn't take that long to do. And then this is the kind of thing you can give your client a little bit more love, right?
Yeah.
Maybe she had a few more lines and wrinkles. Maybe you thought, let me go in there a little bit more while she's here. Is your Skin Classic all ready to be fired up there, Moto?
Yes, I have it's inside.
Oh, good. Because do you want us to do that cherry angioma for you?
Sure.
Okay, great. Okay.
Are you gonna put her in the red light?
No.
The green?
In my own office, I would, but we probably have another model.
Is that good?
That is great. So, no, go ahead, turn it off and set it into the cradle. And then, do you want to do the cherry angioma?
I will.
Okay, good. I saw some probes here.
Let me in the cabinet.
In the cabinet, I'll
Yes.
get them for you, and then
Yeah.
do it with an F12.
Yes.
Okay.
But what I mean, Mrs. Stephanie,
Yeah.
on their practice, they're gonna put in the red light
Yeah.
right after.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
On your
everybody.
practice.
Yeah, not everybody has a red light to use,
Yeah.
and so if they don't, they don't. And there is, some people think that LED shouldn't be used after this because we want the skin to be inflamed and it's bringing the inflammation down. But I like to finish my client with it. I feel like it's going to add to their overall cosmetic light. It's going to start regenerating those cells, rejuvenating them. It's like caffeine for those cosmetic cells. So I feel like 5 minutes, because that's all it takes, is like just perfect. And
I've been hearing that a lot lately with the microneedling, not to do the red light because it's supposed to like speed up the healing process, which you don't want to happen.
right. But now sometimes, and it depends too on what the red light is. We don't use infrared. We're using the cosmetic. I use the cosmetic 660 nanometer. So that isn't going to penetrate deep into the skin, but it is going to help. Like any Skin Classic treatment, they're getting it.
Okay.
They are getting it.
So
Okay.
we don't need the rich hazel. We just need
Just that.
tap.
Will you?
Yeah, that one.
Where's the
No,
No.
Oh, sorry.
just put it on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Just kick it over to us and turn on the machine. And we'll put it on 25.
Yeah, so you get that one of 25.
And
25?
Right, one more.
perfect. Okay. Have you had Skin Classic at all before? Done?
Yes.
Oh, good. So she knows what it feels like, right? I didn't want to just go in for the kill.
Yeah, she has a tattoo, so she's gonna be okay.
Okay. I'm going to take a quick picture too.
It's little hurts. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, well,
She
yeah,
has
but she's
tattoos.
had it, so that's pretty good.
Yes, tattoos.
I don't have tattoos on my face though.
It's
I'll see you after.
Okay, so you're going to touch it and hold it, right?
And
And
that's
maybe
it.
maybe a couple touches. Don't tap it, right?
Okay.
We don't want to tap things. Stretch like I showed you.
Oh.
Push and pull. Yeah, that's terrific. Put your foot on the pedal before you. Okay. Now touch and hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. Uplift it and then put it. No, and now put it on the next little red area that you see.
Right here.
Because there's still a little bit red there. But that's the with cherry angiomas, you don't want to move fast. You want to touch and hold, really dehydrate it. That looks perfect. The slower you work, the faster
It's
you
just gonna
get
take a
done.
little bit to absorb
Mhm.
the blood. And then go away.
Lovely. Oh, you've been fracked, my dear. How do you feel?
Good.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So there we have it. Let's see if there's. So after this.
Do you have a?
It's pretty good.
Oh, right there.
So after this treatment, do you have, okay, so now we're not going to put any more serum on her, but you were asking about aftercare. Everybody's a little different. No matter what your microneedling practice is, if you're using something after the procedure, it must be microneedling approved. In my office, I use Definage, which is absolutely approved and recommended to use after microneedling. We've all been exposed to Anti-Age and their at-home kit, But if there is one product in one of your lines that you can use, then they don't need to buy that expensive kit. They need to wash gentle with fingertips with a gentle cleanser and use that one product that you would recommend. I have one in my office that I recommend, and many of the different lines, all you need to do is talk to your rep to see what they should use instead of them saying, well, you know, I have oil of Olay at home and that's gentle. Yeah, it's gentle, but it's not what you want them to use, right? So if they're going to go under these types of treatments, we want to make sure that they're using good at-home products that you suggest. Otherwise, you know, $250 for a treatment, you know, that's, if they are going to do that, they need to do the good at-home skin too, right? And we know because we do this all the time, but if anybody's kind of listening. But so we don't need to put anything else on your skin. Your skin may feel a little warm later, may feel a little tight tomorrow, but you want to make sure that you don't use any sunblock today because that could get into the pores, the titanium, the zinc. And really these kinds of channels do close quick, but most of the consents, most of the aftercare gear the wording for the deepest microchanneling out there because they need to play it safe. We're more shallow. We're more 0.25 and 0.5, which is still getting into the basement area of the epidermis, but we don't have to for days stay off of certain products. So I make sure that my client has my at-home care. Everything is gentle enough to use, and that's all you really have to do with these procedures.
And you use the what's it called?
I use a Definage,
Definitely.
but that doesn't mean that you guys need to switch up because,
Yeah, I was just curious.
I know you have a specific with your image. What do you send your clients home with?
PCA?
PCA, right?
I have both kits. We have both kits set.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so see, so she's got it dialed in for her client, very easy to use.
It's so professional. After that, like, okay.
Right, and you can incorporate that kind of stuff into your treatment. My Definage just came out with a single use that's all they'll really need to use except cleansing. So it just came out, so they don't have to buy a big kit from me. So I can certainly embed that into my treatment and give it to them so that they have it. There's no questions asked. So there's a lot of different ways to structure your procedure, your aftercare, but it's basically the microneedling aftercare, but you want to ramp it up and give them your products.
So channel close by next morning, so she can use SPF tomorrow.
Oh yes, absolutely. SPF tomorrow.
Okay.
Mhm.
Like today, just light cleansing.
No,
I was just gonna ask, do you have to, does she wash later tonight or leave it let the serum
Well, let's
sit?
see, what time is it?
okay.
Okay, so yeah, you know what? It's still early here, and she still may have a little bit of sweating going on and all that. So you know what I would do? I would go to the vanity and just wash with either your gentlest cleanser or just some nice cool water because you're clean. And then put on what is she going to go home with to put on? Well, we'll figure that out, and then it'll be that gentle cleanser like you have your PCA.
I have clinical.
Yes, exactly. So we'll have something so that if you get a little, and then if she gets a little hot, right,
Yes,
she can put it on because it will give the skin some nice moisture.
Yeah. Wash before you go home. Go to bed. So wait. Good thing. So
Yeah, I won't do anything, but then I need to know what to put on it after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
just gentle cleanses.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So good, and
Okay.
then just turn this way too, so the cherry angioma is treated as well. So that's great. Awesome, you were a terrific model.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it felt really neat, different. Thank
Yeah?
you very much. Yes.
So and so let me just ask you this. I know you've had micro needling here before, right?
Mhm.
And you had what device did you use, Moto?
Later.
Procel.
A ProCell? Okay.
And then also the collagen synthesis issue. Was that the same?
Yeah, but it's not really.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So and I've done ProCell too. So did you find this a little more comfortable, or do you remember?
Yes, I thought this was great. It felt really interesting. It was really cool, actually.
And
It was like cooling. You know, the suctioning really feels neat. And
Yeah.
so if the
Oh,
skin's
it's
really tight and you're going over it smoothly, it's really nice.
Yeah, and the clients generally say that, you know, when I've done my own microneedling with whatever device it was, my face was always like on fire. And when you insert the serum in the skin during the treatment, it cools the skin. They always say it just feels a little cooling. It's not like I had it in the refrigerator or anything.
No, it did
But
feel
it just
cool.
feels cooler. So
Yeah.
yeah, and great job doing that.
Thank you.
So like
You did a
I
great
bet you,
job.
Practice, but yeah.
so I bet you just can't wait to do your next one because right, because then when you think about the zones and you think about how you're doing it, when you're the first time you're doing it,
Yeah.
it always feels a little clumsy, no matter how many microderms you've done or anything like that. It's sort of like, you know, oh, my hand's just twisted the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's just so easy after that. But great job.
Thank you,
Good
thank you,
deal.
thank you, thank you. That was wonderful.
If you guys have any questions, let us know in the chat and let us know where you're watching from too.
Who's your hairstylist?
Yes.
Hairstylist? Miss Stephanie.
So then this is our filter, right? So so we used more than the one syringe because we were slowing down. So I show my client this. I take it away from the machine. I leave the cord on just until I'm going to empty it because this cord is very tight and you want to be like, I like to remove the cord and pour the serum down the sink or in a little cup. So this way I'm not fumbling in front of my client showing them like, oh, I want to show you this and trying to undo this. I'll wait till they're either gone or under the red light and then I'll disconnect. So I'll talk about that just right now too, about cleaning it. So, and then just like any other, we can just put these in the red boxes there, and then the syringe just into the trash. We'll wipe down everything with the barbicide, and then we'll get ready for our next. But I'm going to show you about the filter because it is super important. The filter is something that let me get it so I show you. It has this little silver ball in there. That little silver ball is to keep this fluid from rising into the cord here. So it's super important, like not to keep separating the top and the bottom, because if you do that and pour this out into the drain, chances are the silver ball is going to go. And that's really there to protect your machine. So I generally do it while I still have gloves on because this filter is very, very tight. So if I pop it, it might fly, right? I mean, I have it down, but I do it when I do have my gloves on because it's all slippery.
There's a medium size, whichever you want.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just for this. I'll do that. Yeah, that's great.
Maybe
Thanks.
large is
So this turns off. It's very tight because we need to have that suction. Just comes off like that. And then I'll just pour this into the drain out of here.
So what I have is you don't see like hydrofacial, we see a lot of liquid, but this one you don't see much because we concentrate on the face, right?
Exactly. And she had really, really nice skin and she didn't have a lot of particles, but I guarantee you today we'll see more cloudiness in the serum. So now I keep using this over the day. I don't separate this, but at the end of the day, I will take I'll take my handpiece and run some alcohol through here, and I want to show you how I do that, just to clean the line and the inside of the handpiece. And we just use a little bit of alcohol to do that. I did see a little Dixie cup. Where did I see some? In here?
Yes, the other side.
Oh, great. Do you have a little bit of alcohol?
That's I can bring it. That's how we always pesos.
Okay. So the maintenance on this is very easy. I'm just gonna slip this back on here. And then at the end of the day, I will separate it and just take a paper towel and clean this because it's plastic. Over time, what will happen, it'll get cloudy. It just does. So the more you can keep up with it. But after every single client, I take it off and show them so that I don't forget to empty the filter. I can tell you that, not me, but I've had a couple providers that have done that, and they had to send the machine back because they had lost their roller ball and some of the fluid got into the machine. So that's something that you don't want to happen, but that just comes if you don't empty your machine every time, and I would. It's too easy. Pop it off, put it in a little Dixie cup, even if you didn't have a sink in your room for whatever reason. Any questions since the treatment? Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how it's always about what you see in front of you. A lot of my clients, I don't put them on packages because they don't have that specific need. You do a lot of packages, but your packages too, I think, are for people that are still beautiful too and have good skin.
No, I just throw 2 of these for the regular patient, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
2, and then I add, because it's a little bit expensive. You throw that. I put $8.99. I put 2, and then I put just a good facial on it. Throw that, and they have.
Right, so she's combining that
Yes,
with some of her
combine.
other treatments.
Yeah.
So if I'm doing a
Because after
package,
3 weeks, Miss Stephanie, I let them, hey, can you come back after 3 weeks? I want a good result to the client. They want result, okay?
fast.
That's the thing. That's why come back 3 weeks, I put another, but a different treatment, not this one.
Right, and see,
To push,
Yeah.
to push more.
So what I'm trying to say too is, so you can create your own type of
Yes.
packages. So in my world, the packages that I've done for my clients with lots of hyperpigmentation or acne scarring or fine lines and wrinkles. I have a woman that wants her daughter's getting married, right? And it's going to be in a month and a half. Well, what am I going to do? I'm going to put her on a package, and I'm going to do the package of, and I did just her face. I never did her neck and décolleté. Not saying it didn't need it, but her face was the most concerning to her. So I used the Rejuvenate Serum at 0.5, a little deeper, and I would do the treatment every other week.
See?
See,
Oh.
every 2 weeks. So now in my town where I'm from, I charged $200, not $250. But $250 is, you've charged $250 for ProCell. Is what you should charge for Dermafrac. So it would be 2, 4, 6. I do packages of 3. Anything more than 3 for me scares my clients. Like, four treatments. I say 3. And say she's got the fine lines, the fine wrinkles, and I'm using the Rejuvenate. I have the 3 treatments. She pays up front the $600. Now in my
Yes.
office, they come in the off week for a 5-minute peel. Or if they could be coming in for a 5-minute, 10-minute illuminate. You could cleanse,
Yes.
serum, illuminate on the off week, right? You're giving your client something that doesn't cost you anything to do, and they feel like $1 million because, okay, they're paying the $600. You never want to discount your package. If you're doing $750 as a package of 3, you don't want to say, well, if you do 3, then the package would be $700. No, don't do that. Keep it the right way, but offer something in between and do the treatment every 2 weeks because your results will be ramped up super quick. And when they come in for that next treatment and you take a picture, they will see the difference. You collage it for them and they're jazzed up and they say, okay, well, I can't wait to see you next time. And what it also does, like I had some hyperpigmented clients that took more than 3 treatments. So after the 3rd treatment and they came back in for that quick peel, they still made some improvement. So I said, do you want to schedule another treatment? And they did. So that's how they did it. They added it on. They didn't buy a whole new package. They added it up and wound up doing 2 more treatments. But I went ahead and did that in between treatment for them because they already did a package. So that's how I do the packages. Also, when I'm doing the treatments, I have to assess, like we're in a training, so we just did the face right now. But typically, face, neck, and décolleté for my regular clients. When I do mobile parties and I go to people, I'm not really seeking out the bad cases. So most of people at my party are 2 on the face, 2 on the neck, 2 on the décolleté, under the red light, and they're done. But I usually do a dermaplane first or a microderm first. So either one of those, and because I don't know, you guys probably microderm and dermaplane quickly. I do. It takes me about 7 or 8 minutes to dermaplane somebody's face. So that goes a long way with their treatment too. But then if they come back for that second treatment in their package, I can't dermaplane them again. I've got a microderm them. So I always do a little something before the Dermafrac. Okay, so I put my Dermafrac handpiece back on. I've got about 10 cc's of alcohol in here, and I just want to clear the line. So I'm just going to turn on my machine. It goes up to 3, and that's it. And then I'll wipe down the handpiece and the
Oh, so that's a set.
Clean it up.
There's no backflow, but I just like to do that. It doesn't take but a minute to do. And so now, I saw some wipes, right? Oh, there we go. Great.
That's for every client.
I don't alcohol for every client. I do that generally at the end of the day. And then I take the cord and I just disconnect it and hang it, just so, because sometimes the fluid hangs in there.
So serum, one serum for each client?
Just one.
Okay.
I've never had to use 2, only in trainings,
Oh, no, that's good. But if we have a leftover, what should we do? We try to use everything at the once.
Try to use everything. If it's left
In the
over,
neck.
yeah, if it's
Oh,
left
in the neck,
over,
okay.
yeah, you won't, what do you do?
For the neck.
In the neck, but sometimes I tell them that okay, it's like this one is at $50 for the neck, but this is I give you for free or something.
Oh, okay.
See,
they
that's
sell
how
it.
Yeah.
That's
So
so
Some people have
good. It's
bigger
like,
faces than
oh my
others.
god, it looks
So
like
have you
that.
broken out a second syringe for?
No.
Oh, okay,
No,
good.
no.
Okay, but you've
If they
been
want it,
you've
they-
over
yeah.
serviced your
This one
client.
and this one, the hands I have charged that for that.
Okay, I don't tend to do that, and that's okay. That's great that you do it. So when I do the face, neck, and décolleté, especially on my regular clients, especially at a party, if I have a little bit of that serum, maybe I don't want to just let it all out onto the face. That's okay. I might alcohol their hands, and while they're under my red light for 5 minutes, I just go ahead and do the microchanneling for them, and they love it. But yes, you can add it on. You can, and she can, because she can sell the heck out of anything. But I just try to use that entire
But result,
syringe
they
of
order
serum.
this, make sure they have a good result.
Yes.
And they're coming back. Yeah, they like it. They tell you.
So okay. So then, who was scheduled to be a model again?
Oh, I'll do it.
$50.
Okay, do Venmo, right?
And then try.
Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. So if your face is all, you're gonna go cleanse up.
Yeah, do you have any cleanser?
What happened?
I was just gonna use the restroom, but I can just wash it off. Cleanser?
We can use alcohol, right?
No, but
I
she's
have a
got
little bit of makeup with it.
she's got to really cleanse.
Do you have
Oh,
any-
you're looking for my friend.
Uh-huh.
My room is downstairs.
Do you have any other makeup for that? He's like, what?
Good. So then you're gonna do the procedure, right? Okay. We'll just wait till he comes in. I'll alcohol. And so let's see what we're gonna use.
It's a long time. Okay, yeah, we gotta celebrate.
How do you feel? You had it loud that my life can start moving forward.
Or did you graduate or?
No, I
She
passed
got
my
her
test.
license.
Oh, good
So
for
now I'm moving everything along.
you. So, and where will you be working?
Here.
Here. Okay, good.
So he's gonna try.
Okay, good. That's good. Let me, everything is clean.
Yeah, just a little.
I don't know exactly what you are.
I think you're
And
March.
then
Okay.
business card,
Yeah.
personality.
So for now, I'm going to put this in here. And they don't really need to be, but for the sake of completeness, and then I'm gonna just get some water so we can
Okay.
take care of it after. Thank you. Now, are you working here?
Yes.
Oh, good. Oh, great.
Yeah.
So you'll be
Sure,
using,
once a week.
so you'll be using the Dermafrac.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay, good. So have you seen some of the videos? Oh, excellent.
Earlier today, I was watching some.
Okay.
My skills are only sticks.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, but they go to that the video academy. You want to take a picture?
we're just gonna wait for her and kind of.
They just
So we're gonna use the Rejuvenate, and that's got all of the peptides in there, the hyaluronic acid. It's generally my go-to. Any woman that has some fine lines and wrinkles that you're gonna see in here, I reach for this all the time. Now, if somebody has compromised skin, real dry skin for the first time, and you wanna do this, I wouldn't be afraid to do it. I might use the 0.25 and hydrate, but then after that, and their skin is hydrated, then the next time, try to use this. It's like
Oh,
it's like a face in a sandwich. It's really nice.
You ready?
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and let's just alcohol her up really good with I've put So it's going to be nice to get the treatment done, right?
Yeah, I always like to know what it feels like.
And
you
if
know?
you like, you're tall. If you need to sit when you might want to.
Can I stand right here to watch?
Oh, you can get in as close as you like. Yeah. Nobody. Yeah. That's fine.
And that's the first treatment, so I really want to.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I am filming this too, so I know you guys have been filming, and that's fine. But
Watch out, your butt's gonna get in the camera. I'm just kidding.
oh no, it's not.
I'm
No.
I'm teasing you.
Not at all.
A good thing you told me, or else I would have been like right there. Just get it all off with alcohol.
yes. So the neck. We're gonna do face too.
We're gonna do her face and neck.
Okay.
Are we? Yeah. And we chose the Rejuvenate at 0.5. So you've had ProCell done before?
I have.
Okay. And have you had like pen done before?
A microneedling pen?
Yeah. Okay. Have you had rollers
I
done before?
haven't ever had a roller done.
Okay.
I mean, not unless the one that Osmosis has.
Yeah, that's a pen. They have a pen.
Or, well, they have the Rejuva pen, but they also have a roller thing.
Well, tell her what happened to your neck.
What happened to
Oh, I had like
alcohol in her
rashes.
neck too. Stop touching for a second.
Rashes. And it just made, and what happened was this was a long time ago when I was working on med spas, not as an individual esthetician, and they gave me steroid cream. And of course I would slather it on. It makes your skin thin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, stupid me. So yeah, I'm gonna get a neck one.
But why did you get that rash? Because of a treatment?
I don't know. No, it wasn't a treatment. I have no idea. And it just kind of, it kind of kept coming and going for a few years and then just went away. Never had it again.
Huh.
And also I had like liposuction under here in my 20s. So I
Okay.
have those bands. So, probably wasn't as good as they are nowadays on that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if I turn, you can kind of see a band kind of thing. I feel like that's exactly what I did it.
You can't do the artisan?
We have a couple times.
She
You have to be
needs- She
consistent.
needs consistent. Only one treatment is enough, right?
I
So
think we've done two or something like that.
So, do you work here too, Diana?
Yeah, I just work at the other one right around the corner.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I thought you were connected in here. So, okay, let's do this. I'm gonna set this right
You
here.
wanna buy this?
And
I know.
that's the cap for it. And then there's
Sell
the
my
syringe.
biotech.
Take the little black tip off the syringe. It's on the other side. It's real hard to take off.
Oh, buy therapeutic.
Okay, slip that into the handpiece. Perfect. Now they do have parentheses on these,
You buy this and we buy
let's
this
see.
together.
See that where it says rejuvenate? So put it in there and it should line up. And that'll make sure that you don't push it in too far. If you push it in too far, it can interfere with the roller.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it looks perfect.
Oh, that's
And
right.
then, yeah, and then you can take that off. And then the cap itself, there it is. You can put that on the other end. Roller. And it's gotta be the hole coming down. So the hole in the cap is there. And you wanna be careful when you're putting these caps on. You don't wanna manhandle it because it could create a hairline fracture in it, and then you won't get suction. But let me see, can I make that? Perfect. Okay, we'll set this up. Take this away so nothing falls.
Okay.
Great. Now, let's see if you wanted to sit because it might be more comfortable for you. You're pretty tall. Oh, I think that's gonna look good. And so we're gonna go zone by zone, right? So we're gonna turn her this way. And we would start here. This big square of the face is 1, and then 2, turn her, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sounds like a
We
day.
have all the whole package.
And so, yeah,
2 or 3?
it turns on 3, and I would use it at 3, even at 0.5. Let's see how she does with it because we're going to do 2 passes on her face, 2 passes on her neck.
So is there different sizes in the needles?
The green one is the 0.5, and the one we used prior to, they were purplish, and they are 0.25.
No.
Or you using the hyaluronic with this too, or no?
This is the Rejuvenate, and it's got the peptides. So before you start, you want to think about doing this. You want to think about coming up, line by line by line by line by line, and then you're going to come this way to be horizontal. And she's got bigger cheeks here, so you might have to break it up. So let's see what you do. Come a little close. Oh, let's prime this. Yeah, let's put that on the back of our glove until we see the fluid. Oh yeah, I did. Perfect. So come back to it here and come this way. Make the little ones. No. Yes. And you don't need to push. You can, if you hold this back a little bit, then you just let the suction do the work.
Is there downtime to this?
She'll be red today, but generally not. Oh, nice. You're going so organized too. That's great. Oh, beautiful.
He's done this before.
Oh, yes?
No.
Oh. But do you do microdermabrasion?
Yeah.
Okay,
Is there any
so
planning?
yes, so you know that importance of keeping yourself organized. And then if you have to, but remember your model can move a little bit, bring it in here, and then maybe do that. And a little lighter handed. Like let the suction do the work.
Yeah, especially Matt. Matt, his son, I told him, it's like, Matt, your hands is heavy in my face.
Oh, okay.
Because
He says, Mom, I'm just giving you a good treatment, right?
this is mom free.
Making sure all the needles get in there.
You're like, pay me and then we'll talk.
You're paying for the needles.
Short ones, just
Yeah.
on cheekbones to the eye. Yeah, perfect. Nice. Oh, gorgeous.
So it's depositing that serum while it's
into
making
the skin at 0.5, and then it's leaving a little leftover on the
Feels
skin as
fine,
well.
but I might have to sneeze a few minutes after. You know what does that sometimes?
Start here,
Okay, so
long skin. But no, take your hand and just kind of. There you are. Remember, just I know those little things are there to hold that, but sometimes if you hold it back a little bit more, that suction just allows you to do sort of a lighter treatment, but still getting the needles in. Yes, see, doesn't that feel a little different to you instead of trying to push onto the skin? And then, of course, you can always come in here with your thumb and just kind of push. See, now you've straightened that out a little bit.
Mark, you have to try that too.
We have one. I'll try it on you again.
So this Stephanie can correct you.
Good. Now let's do the mask. So make sure that your stretch looks something like that, and you just work in this area.
Hold on.
Bless you.
Catch you. That's you.
I caught it in 4K.
And start here first. Do your horizontals your verticals, because it's a little less touchy out by the hairline. Anything that you bring in towards the eye, they're going to feel a little bit more.
You know, because Stephanie, in my
Oh, you get rid away.
the price of that
Sorry.
in 1 month, I take it back already. I get already the money.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because I put them in packages and then I get in 1 month.
Yes.
Not even 1 month.
Most of the time it's 6,000.
When will you decide to like
And we'll do the other side. Just turn it up.
put the power up to like 5?
If I'm working on, say, fine lines, wrinkles towards the end, or if they have hyperpigmentation, I'll really get in there with it. Start back by the ear and do your verticals. Or you can do your horizontals. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But if you do your vertical, make sure you're real vertical and get real close to the ear, row by row by row. Yeah, nicely. Just slow down now that you got it. Because we don't want to be too slow, but the slower you go, the better the treatment is. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, so nice. Slow down just a little bit. So now, how is that for you on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst?
Probably like a 4.
Okay.
But this is a stronger needle, right?
Yeah, this is the 0.5.
As long as you know your
That's the reverse. I have.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whole
And you can feel it, but I like the feeling.
Okay, so now you're in you're right-handed, so just turn your wheel and do this way.
So I just learned this.
And then as you get used to doing this, it's sort of a relaxing treatment for you to give. Right now we're thinking about the zones. We're thinking about not pushing too hard. But just think, if you had 4 of these a day to do, it's sort of like, oh, it's easy work. It's nice. The client really gets an efficacious treatment. And so you might have to break it up. If we're cheap, like if you can't sweep it all the way, then you can break it up in half. It's all up to you. So long as you get all of that real estate cross-hatched, you're good.
yes, in the first one, so you can feel that. Okay.
A little too vertical.
They do this treatment, what you're gonna do first. You're gonna turn that and then in the same part. Skin regenerate every how many days?
28.
28 days, right?
Nice.
Are you gonna go
Okay.
back there again?
And then-
No, right? Good. Okay, good.
And now, again, don't use the flat of your hand. Try using more like maybe the pad here. Kind of push, and then pull, and then it'll. You'll get that too. But when you're going to be working in the lines and wrinkles, you really want to pay attention to that. Beautiful.
machine is different.
And at first, sometimes you're just thrilled to get the mechanics down. Like you're thinking zones mechanics, but you still then want to think about how would you want that procedure done to you while you were on the table. It's not just like, okay, getting this zone, getting that zone. Then the thing is, if you've got all your zones, you can look back and think, okay, where does she need a little more love? Okay, so we'll turn her head this way. Now, her chin is a zone, but I like to break it into half. So, horizontal, vertical, whichever is easier.
Because it's only 5 minutes. 5 minutes is her and it's portable. Miss Stephanie, your red light, why I like her light because it's portable. It's bendable.
Yeah.
You can carry, you can travel.
Illuminate.
And 5 minutes, you're done. It's not like 15 minutes,
Before you
25
go
minutes.
on, do your little, do these too.
5 minutes is done.
Correct.
It's not like 25 minutes.
But yeah, and so I just want to let people know that if you guys are watching Moto's video here, drop the word Moto if you want to hear about the special. He'll send you some information because the Dermafrac, you can just maybe just take that hand and just flatten it out like that. No, don't cover up. Just kind of take it there and kind of push. Yeah, and that opens all that up. Because if you drop the word Moto, we'll get more information to you. Because we'll start right at there we go. Because it's $5,000, regularly $6,000. So if you're watching, drop that word Moto if you don't have one and you want one.
Oh,
Well, 1,000 off.
It's $5,000.
I mean,
It's not. I don't make the prices.
but
The
you,
owner is 55.
oh, 55, yeah.
I think 55. But you got 40 serums.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, but buy the second one.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
You can buy one more for your son.
Yeah. So they're never doing the 40 serums anymore.
That 40
Oh, they're not?
No.
Telling.
Because okay, now we'll do the other thing. Now see, I
So
can
that
still
price
see
is
maybe
just
a
the
little
machine?
bit under here. Maybe give her a little bit of a couple strokes.
No problem.
Yeah, because the serums, 10 more serums is $2,000 more in profit.
So she has like skin pen.
Uh-huh.
Like, how this is better? She's thinking about
Okay, so I had pens too. The skin pen, no matter how the skin pen, the Pro Cell, even a roller, and then we'll drop it down to say 2, yeah. And maybe we can do those kisses, a double row of kisses. Yeah. So the pens, the pens work. Okay, every microneedling device does what it should do, but if you're not doing a lot of it because it's too uncomfortable, it's because anything that you're pushing onto the skin, if you're using a roller that you roll on the skin, you've got to push it, right? You've got to get those needles in. If you're using a pen, it's got to be on the surface and you're still pushing a little bit. You're not super light and butterfly with it. Yeah. So this is sucking the skin into the needles, which that is why it's so much more comfortable. Mm-hmm. Now, people get great results with Pro Cell or skin pen or rollers, but I wanted a robust clientele of microneedlers. Never got it. And I've been doing microneedling since 1993. Everyone in my practice, not everyone, I was doing the hydrofacial from Altair. Pam Huck sold me 2 $6,000 in Cape Charles, where you were. There were 2 machines there. Mm-hmm. And I was using those on my client. We'll do the nose, but turn it up to say 4. And so all of my hydro clients, I gave them one-time special, half price on this, because I needed for them to see it and feel it. They never wanted to do the Pro Cell because they had to be numbed. And a lot of my clients are mature, and they're like, no, I don't want to do
That's
that.
what turns a lot
Right?
of people away from microneedling as well.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly. It's
the pain and then like having the numbing and all, but they're afraid of like they just hear needles and they're like, oh my
do
gosh.
like little kisses in there too.
Mhm.
Just think if she had some
So just the
sebum
pain
in
and all
the
that, that's what
nose,
turns
you'd
a lot
want to
of
really kind of work it. So it's more
Is that
uncomfortable.
Fine. I just feel like I'm just sneezing.
Okay.
That's all. You're doing great.
Well, on your nose, is that still a 4, or did that go up a little?
Oh, no. Well, you can.
Okay.
Oh, if you want to get pinpoint bleed to get occasionally, depending on what I'm working on, that's what my 5 is reserved for, stretching the skin. I don't do it all over the face.
She doesn't even have it.
No. I'm going to do a little slower. And
Yeah. It's a
And if you go up to 5, like the skin is really gonna
Yep.
bleed, or just
it can pinpoint for sure. Yeah, it's all about how you do it. If you stretch even a little bit more, put it up a little bit. So your normal 2 passes, no. Like if it's a red carpet, but if she had a lot of hyperpigmentation in her cheek area, I'm going back on 5, stretching it real good, and I'm going back and forth, and then I'm doing some kisses, and you'll get that pinpoint bleeding. If you like to get it all over, like maybe even her neck, that's her problem area, we'll turn it up. It might not be as comfortable, but she probably will get some pinpoint bleeding. Well, I'll make sure she does, so that you do see that. Because pinpoint bleeding is great. All those vitamins in the blood and all help.
I really like that color. That is as
Yeah, this is
great.
Yeah.
Even and
So good. Okay, so you did this area, right? So let's turn our head this way, and we'll do this, or we're not maybe all the way there. Yeah, we'll do her forehead here to there, and we'll, however you have to break it up. She's got a nice smooth forehead, and so we're going to do vertical, slow down, slow down. Now that he's got his hands on, right?
So
Yeah.
will this still leave like the sunburn feeling after?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
So they should still avoid being outside, like after.
Yeah, if she goes out here, if she was going to say if she had to go someplace, she has to wear a hat and get out of the
Oh,
sun
you're still on the
itself.
floor. Oh, should I go
Oh,
down?
yeah, go down. Take a break. That's good. And let's see how much serum you have left. Oh, yeah, you've got good because we're going to do the neck after the forehead. Perfect.
when I'm doing that, I want to see that kind. That's the one I'm
Looking
always
for. Yeah, pinkness, redness is our end point. That's what we want to see. That's what we're after. The inflammation, bringing all those red blood cells to the surface.
But my problem is my client is already used to that. When they see that,
That's it.
I didn't know.
Oh, it's like normal for them to see it.
Yeah, they want the. They know it's
And
yeah,
once you get up
they
here
give you-
too.
you gotta go work over.
Yes.
Diana, you're a great model. Thank you.
So if I keep sneezing.
Well, there's little nerve endings right
Oh, yeah.
by the eyebrow. And then, do the other half. Nice.
So sometimes can we do
It's a little bit pain. Beauty's pain, okay? No pain, no gain. So, you pay for this, you're gonna get a good result. Yeah, and then they're gonna, oh.
so sometimes already has a line, so
Yeah.
can we do
Yeah, you know what we'll do under her eyebrow too.
That's aromatherapy.
yeah, not even.
Look how meticulous. Look how he's just going
Seriously.
row by row.
Beautiful.
So, and then when you're done with her forehead, drop it to 2. Now she's had her eyebrows done permanently, so we don't want to go there. But you can do this. You can just go under her brow bone here.
And this one too.
Mhm.
When you glide out with that, it's
You like it?
oh yeah.
Yeah. So
The
you
darkness
just pull
here.
it up.
That roller is for that. It's like
Yes, right on that bone.
that one is
Now you can do short little strokes.
Maybe he goes down to 1 look, 2 is not enough for the eyes.
and that wrinkle there. That
Is
Yes.
2 okay for the eyes, or
Yeah, 2 is fine, especially for the upper eye. Sometimes under the eye, we might drop it to 1, but even her, I think 2 is fine to do the kisses because we're not going to roll. We're not going to drag our roller on that delicate skin. And then while you're on the side, just take your left thumb and really pull that down and just do kisses. Turn your wheel so that you're parallel with those eyelashes. I do that all the time, right? You miss and you think, oh, what's going on? It's you. It's me. Beautiful. And then do the other eye, same thing.
You doing okay?
Oh yeah.
Feels good, right? I mean, it really feels like you're doing something.
Is it hurting? Your eyes are watering.
No, it's just because I'm sneezing. That's why.
Ticklish?
After this, you gave the mirror. Oh, they're gonna see that. They love that. Okay, that's my trick. Okay, look at your face. Oh my God! You see that? Well, that's the
You're gonna buy machine, okay? So GC and then use.
Yeah, don't forget, you guys, if you do want a machine at that discount, make sure you drop the word Moto. Okay, and did you do the dirty? Okay. We'll pull that down. Pull down. Good. And if, like, you're so used to working around the eye that sometimes when I have a client in my chair, I'll pull that down and I ask them to look up so that their eye is open and I can get real close. But you want to be super comfortable working around an eye. Well, just look at you.
yes.
Okay, so now let's do her neck. So with the neck, this is her problem areas. Let's bump it up to 4.
Oh my God.
And if 4 is too uncomfortable, so what I do is I tend to, I don't always crosshatch, but I think maybe I would with her. I generally like to make my long sweeping here, and with that you would push her chest away like that. See how that's tight? And you'll just come up row by row by row. Let the suction do the work. Don't push too much, but maybe our last pass, we might push a little bit. Okay?
I love
So how's the comfort level on this?
Fine.
Okay, and make sure you bring it all the way up to like all the way here. Give it a good, yep. And then just like when you do a microdermabrasion, when you're doing the neck, it's very relaxing. You know, you just sweep, keep sweeping through. Don't go backwards. Nope, just keep going. Let's see what you got. Oh yeah, you're getting there, so you may as well, let's go straight across to the neck.
It's still gonna be good.
Yeah.
Look at that, it's all even.
Yes.
Look at
How nice job he did, right? And that was only with 2 passes. Sometimes when you make 4 passes, you're not going to see it.
He never changed the
He never
body.
moved.
He stayed there.
He's very professional.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, you're absolutely right. Well, you know what? Guess what? He couldn't because I'm blocking him here. He's blocking him there. He couldn't
He
do
cannot go anywhere.
That's how
We're going to have to put up some bumpers or something.
He's paying attention.
Awesome work. And now everybody does things a little differently, right? The only reason I keep saying about the zones is because of the serum. Like he's getting to the end of the treatment and his serum is done. But if he was just working willy-nilly, haphazardly, he might run out too soon. He might get done too quick and still have some. So that's just, still have a little bit? Do you? Let's see.
Just a little.
Not in there, but
Yeah, maybe what we'll do,
Pieces.
let's run, see the lines there? So let's run parallel with them. Like you gotta stretch it a little bit more, like a little bit more intentional. Like maybe this, I'll show you. But if I'm gonna do it, I might do something like, I push and I pull. See that?
yeah.
And then I'll take this. This hurts. You're gonna see.
That's good.
I know that hurts a little, doesn't it?
A little bit.
You're
Not too
good.
bad.
So all this creates is good to tighten.
Well, yes, but now the neck is something that it's constantly flexed. So it's the wrinkles in the neck probably won't go away. But what wrinkles do really go away great is if somebody's had Botox and they have residual 11s or residual horizontals, and you bump that up to 5 and do a few treatments, that will help those wrinkles tremendously because there's nothing to make them keep scrunching, and so they'll start to fade away. But now if they don't go and have any more Botox and there's a lot of movement, they're going to recreate it. But the people that do have Botox and have residual 11s, it's perfect for that. This will help. But now if she came to me and said, okay, I don't like my neck and I want microchanneling, I'm going to say, I'm not going to put her on a package because the neck is too much, there's too much flexion constantly. So she could have a treatment, the right neck cream will improve. But if they're coming because they think that, they're going to get rid of those wrinkles, no.
That's not going to.
I have to be absolutely realistic.
It helps to blend the tone, the skin tone soft. You will see it's not, the rough looking. It's gonna be soft in the skin, and you will see it's blending.
Wow.
When they put makeup, it's like so good.
Yay.
Perfect.
Yay, thank you.
How do you feel?
This is-
Good.
Okay, so don't touch.
Oh, okay.
Let me,
Yeah, she does.
I was just wiping.
So do I.
I know. I'm gonna see if I can find something in my bag here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was a really
So
nice
they
treatment.
need to like stay away from the sun like it's a plague.
That's the.
Juicy.
Yeah, this is a nice
I pretty much do anyway.
Yeah, but SPF.
Looks so professional.
Yeah, you would
Get
stay
up.
away from the sun and
Yeah,
this
good
kind
job,
of weather.
Tessa.
You need to give away like umbrellas,
Get away what?
like umbrellas, so they can walk.
Oh yeah.
They have shade. No SPF.
Right? Just those
Or like
paper
the,
ones.
Let me
Yeah.
see.
Oh wow.
It was cloudier.
Oh, and that it is, and you know what? I had the alcohol from the cleansing was in there too, so that's why there's so much. So yeah,
Oh, so much stuff.
So much
Yeah.
liquid.
yeah, so much. liquid. So if you can, at the sink, just take off that cord. I'm gonna put my Definage on you, the one that just came out. I think it's really made for these kinds of
And what is
procedures.
that SPF?
No, this has defensins in it from Definage, and it's for really lasered up skin. It just came out, so I'll use this on there just to,
Like a post treatment.
yeah. But you don't
So cool.
have to. But I know that we really kind of beat you up a little bit, especially there.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you did a good job beating her up.
What are you putting on her right
Does this tingle a little bit?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
now? Like
good.
a post treatment?
Yeah, this is a post treatment from Definage. And this just came out, and it's for just this kind of procedure. Now, we wouldn't have had to really put anything on her, but I know we really worked her neck. Yeah, you don't have to.
Now, is this something you put on your clients and they buy it, or
And
just something
especially-
in the back bar?
Well, you know what? I just got this week.
And especially I avoid touching it. That's the.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I'm
But they don't need anything because they already have all that hydration from the treatment. But because we were a little rougher, especially on her neck, I just thought I'd put that on because I've been dying to put it on somebody besides myself.
But you just finished and
Yeah,
then just
and
That's it.
especially the gloves I use, make sure that we don't touch.
Well, that was a terrific
Thank
procedure.
you. Did you love how he did it? Did you love it easy? I could feel like you were
Wait,
just
wait,
going.
How much did you put in there?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, too much.
Just a little bit less.
Like that much?
Yeah, looks great. And then let's see. And then we have
Stay out of the sun, Diana.
Sure, your face hurt.
So, would you like a microdermabrasion so we can see how so you can see how the microderm works?
Yeah, the dermabrasion will be.
Yeah. So if you aren't cleansed, maybe could you go give a quick wash and then we'll alcohol you? Let me see if there are any questions.
Diana may buy.
I like how it's small, so you can carry it mobile.
Yes, it's super great.
Yeah, right.
This one too. Skin class.
Yes, I know. That's
Okay.
Okay. So 1,000 off.
I know.
That's pretty good. So
How do you feel, Diana? You sure it doesn't hurt?
No,
oh, somebody's here.
no, it's nice.
It looks like it.
No, it's nice. I mean, it looks like, you know what I mean. But what's
okay.
The file was on your neck.
Yeah.
That's pretty much.
but there's different needs.
Oh, there's a 2.5.
So can she try?
Yes. So to what? To do it?
Yes.
Absolutely. Your other nice gal is getting washed,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna do the microderm, and then if
Definitely.
maybe we'll do that too.
It's most people that I do like
Microdon.
hotel and stuff.
So come on over here.
Phase 5,
So,
on the face.
and you work here too.
No, I don't.
Okay, where do you work?
Well, I'm just out of my house right now because I work another job. I like to get a tweet, but
Really, but maybe it's certain areas. You know what I mean? It's just that I work in hours. Just
Yeah.
areas, you know what I mean? Bones.
but my goal is to aesthetics.
Right, that's
Good. So
So I'm never
And
at
I'm
a
trying to
stage
say, like,
you're just out of school.
no, I'd rather know they're getting something done.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Because generally, skin classic isn't for somebody right out of school. You know, kind of like to wait on
You like
that.
it better than
This could be for somebody right out of school because you have it with the microderm and the microchanneling. Okay, do you use it?
Yes.
Oh, do you have one? Oh, Moto?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, I like that. You might want to set yourself up with gloves.
I use the Dermafrac too. I just did it.
So,
Easy to use.
so for these come in different tips. So we're going to use a gentle tip on her. They come gentle, medium, and coarse. Coarses I only use when I'm doing like a lot of very thick skin, maybe an older gentleman or somebody with some acne scarring.
I do facial, just facial. Better.
So how many tips are there for microdermabrasion?
Yeah, these, what's that?
How many different tips?
There's three. There's round ones for the face, and then there are these wider ones for more body, right?
But is it all the same grit?
No, you'll have fine, medium, and coarse.
Okay.
Now, today we're going to be using the round one because it's easier to work with when you first get started. Have you done microderm before? Okay, so you've probably done crystal free. Okay, so have I. I've used crystal. Now these I like because they cover a lot of real estate quickly. But you got to have the control, and this feels just a little different than normal. So you can go ahead and lie back, my dear. She's just going to alcohol your skin for you. Pretty good. Yeah. It's crazy.
Oh.
I know, but it's cool.
You
Turn that up.
gotta buy this much as you wanna watch. Make sure to watch.
Okay, so
He's a hero.
yeah. So what type of procedures do you have done on yourself? I know it's tough when we're around all this stuff, but sometimes we don't actually get it all done.
Facial
I don't
can
get
help
nothing
you.
done.
You what?
I haven't got any
Microdermabrasion.
treatments on.
Good.
I have, but not in a while.
Oh, in a while.
Just chemical pills.
So we're going to do a microdermabrasion out there with the microdermabrasion tips. But as a young man, if somebody is micro channeling you, there's less real estate to work on, right? Because we're just going to be doing the face, the forehead, maybe the neck, depending on where the beard is. So for my gentlemen, I always turn them over or sit them up in the chair that I have, and I do the back of the neck. I do the horizontal because if you notice that a lot of men, as they get older, get a lot of wrinklage. Now, you can't really stop it, but it gives, if you do that for them, because you're going to have leftover serum because you just don't have as much real estate. So they care more about their neck then. If you have some pictures, like I have pictures of my husband, and there's nothing, I can't dermafrac him enough to get them smooth. But if I had maybe done it years ago and he paid more attention because somebody was caring for their neck, and now maybe I should use that sunblock back there. Maybe I should do this. So I do that with my gentlemen. So you guys do a lot of men here, right? So think about doing, sometimes you can't do this, but you can do that. And they'll be like, oh, what should I put on there? What do I need? It opens up a whole new piece of real estate for you guys to work with.
Perfect.
Great. So your microdermabrasion tip is right there, and then the handpiece is behind the machine, I think, or maybe it's attached. Oh, it's attached. Okay. So it goes on. There's really only one way. I generally always try to put it on the wrong way first, like you did too. Right. And so the tips have to be seated nicely so that you don't have a break in suction.
This is the
No, this is the microdermabrasion.
That's a different company.
I thought it was
Okay, so when I do microderm with the Dermafrac machine, I generally am doing it 1 or 2. The suction is pretty strong. And unlike that handpiece, you have to hold this handpiece up closer to the tip.
Okay.
So you're right-handed, right? Right. And do you want to sit or stand?
Sit.
Yeah.
Do you want to scoot down a little bit? Your head's kind of hanging off the side there.
Right, your lap.
And now, so you already do microdermabrasion, right? So I'm not going to tell her to go zone by zone. She's going to do it any way she wants to do it. And that would be a good microderm because that's the way you do it. It's only when you put that syringe in that handpiece that you have to worry about your output.
Mrs. Stephanie, I have a question to you. What is your favorite tip?
I usually use the medium.
The blue?
The medium is gold. And then the coarse is blue. And then we're using the fine tip here.
Okay, fine. Oh, that's why I didn't get one.
Yeah, you got them.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I want the other. The medium.
She wants a
and
stronger one.
coarse.
Oh, but you got them though.
Yeah,
You-
I
yes,
did.
yes, yes. But you
That's
like
the one I
those.
did.
Oh, okay. But you had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was just making sure that you got
Everything.
in order.
Yeah, I just don't request that
So
one.
let's go down to 2 or 1 even. And then if you want to bump it up, you can. So with this, you really have to make sure that your tip is on the skin, not angled, because it's only a small. So yeah, just give it a whirl.
This doesn't have suction?
It does, but it's light right now. And then you can bump it up. I just wanted to see that you could get the mechanics of it. Because you do hold it a little closer. The other hand piece we're holding back. And if you feel like you want to bump it to 2, go ahead.
But when you started, I think it's better this one.
And I always start in the forehead when I do microdermabrasion too. I just always have. But because I'm so zone oriented, you'll see me do a lot of my first passes in that zone 1. But that's how I always started mine too.
And how many passes do we do for the whole face?
Well, it's up to you. It's up to what comes in your lap there. So if I'm doing somebody's just a microdermabrasion, which women love microderm, and when they know that you have it, they say, oh, I want to do a microderm. Well, I'm not just going to do a 2-pass microderm. I'm going to give them a little bit more. I'm going to probably do 3, maybe 4 passes because it doesn't take long. And so long as their skin isn't compromised, I'll do a good 4-pass. And microdermabrasion, if you don't already do it, that's how I paid for a $7,000 machine in 2001 in a town of 900. I did packages. You do packages. You kill the packages. But when you do just even microderm packages, you're going to bring in a whole subset of people that maybe don't want to pay it for a $250 procedure. They may be okay with a $100 microderm. Now, a microderm in my world is a cleanse, alcohol, microderm, a little serum, and the red light. I don't do a mask. I don't fluff it up because I'm old. I don't want to do all that. I never did. I was always getting ready for semi-retirement. So my procedures were always quick. They were under a half hour, and people paid for that. So they seek you out. But for microderm, you can do a series of 5 if you want, especially if you're new, right? Series of 5 microderms, once a week for 5 weeks. I did once a week for 6 weeks way back in the day. My book was full for 6 weeks. Everybody wanted a package, and at that time, I did 6 procedures for the price of 5. Now I do things differently, and I don't do packages because I'm mobile, so I can't go to people's places and do that every week. But the packages is what can schedule you out into like weeks and weeks, and they're going to buy skincare from you, and then they keep up with you, and in 5 weeks, if you did a microderm once a week for 5 weeks, they're going to have to see changes in their skin.
And what are the benefits? I have never done a microderm.
Okay, did you do them in school?
Really?
It's advanced.
Well, the microdermabrasion, so the tip that we're using right now is a crystal impregnated pad. Some microdermabrasions have crystal, where the crystal sandblasts the skin. And some of them are crystal free with a diamond encrusted handpiece that breaks up the skin gently, and the suction will sweep away the dead cells. And also, you can see she's turning pink, so it invigorates the skin too. So it's a healthy exfoliation. It's a really great exfoliation treatment. It's manual. So if you don't like to do so many chemical peels, this is a great option to do just mechanical exfoliation. But it can be combined with some peels. I would venture to say you do a lot.
Dermabrasion with chemical peel.
Yes, but she has a lot of experience, and you
30
just
minutes for 150.
yeah. And okay, for one, and how long does it take you to do that?
30 minutes. That's what
Yes.
I 30 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. So for something like that, what do you charge? More
150.
150. Okay, I was going to say it couldn't be
Yeah.
100. Okay, so 150. So see,
How much that tip cost you?
that would be $100. Just this.
No,
Right.
saying is that how much the
How much are the tips?
Oh, the tips are $2.
$2.
Wow.
If you have a machine.
So
Yeah,
so
you
the
can make
nice
money.
thing with that is they're disposable, and every client is getting a fresh cut. It's not like yes.
Right.
But
Yeah.
if you do like what she says, you could do. I didn't do the chemical peels with them.
Oh.
I just didn't. I always did the manual exfoliation, get them in, get them out. But that so then for $150 in 30 minutes, and see, sometimes you have to. You can't worry about, okay, it's only 30 minutes. They probably-
yes. No longer.
Guess what? Your clients are like, wow, it's only 30 minutes? Yes, because they have stuff to do. And if you're doing a package of microderm or microchanneling, they don't want to be laying around in your office that long. The husbands are saying, hey, honey, where are you? Hey, where are you? Where are you? Right? And they don't want them to know. So things have to be quick. And that's the way of the world. When somebody goes and gets injections, what do you think it is? 10, 15 minutes? Bam, $700. do you think the girl or the lady says, "Wow, I wish that took longer"?
No.
No, they love that things don't take a long time. And if you start, especially new in your practice, doing procedures that are short, then you're teaching your clients that okay, you're coming in. You're like we were talking about LED, right? I love my LED panel. I just sold an LED panel yesterday at NASN Pro to a brand new gal that just graduated. And she said, "Well, I really want a good piece of equipment." And I said, "You know what? These might be too much for you right now, these two machines." But I said, the LED for someone like you need a very good one, but you don't want one that's going to take 20 to 30 minutes. It's going to be too hard to sell a treatment. And everybody that does LED, it's very hard. I don't think people have people on the books like, "Oh, we've got a Lightstim client coming in, like 5 of them this week."
Yeah.
No, it doesn't happen. So the 5-minute LED, I sold her the LED and my exfoliating wands, right? So the wands, you've had.
He wanted the makeup.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay, so the exfoliating wands, you cleanse, you tone, you buff the skin, just buff it all over, and serum and the LED, and you have a 15-minute treatment that you can charge $45 for as a brand new esthetician. Just something that has LED, and people will do that. It's a buff and glow, so it's like a procedure. But I add that into all of my procedures, like you probably do a lot of illuminate. Nobody gets off my table without one, just because then why it's on for 5 minutes, I can clean up, get my stuff done, and I have embedded it into my treatment. So I don't say, "Well, would you like to add that on for an additional 25?" Because they'll always say no.
Yeah. Okay.
So included.
So what's the illuminate?
It's a panel,
Oh, okay.
and it's all red. And so because it's all red with 1,800 LEDs versus a mix of color that compete for time, then that's why it's only 5 minutes. So if you have, and the Soluma and the Lightstim, they're fine, but they just take longer.
Mhm.
So like you have Soluma, I think, right?
Lightstim.
Lightstim, okay. And so when you do a Dermafrac treatment, you know what? Put them under it for 5 minutes. Just make it part of the protocol. Make them think they're really getting something more, which they are. But it's 5 minutes. They're under the light. You can squirrel away, clean up your stuff, get ready for your next client. Go over the aftercare with them, and you're over servicing them.
Look at your face. Look at your face.
Yeah.
So when you do a pro cell, do you put people under the light?
No,
and
the mask.
Right, you do a mask.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right, okay. So that takes a lot longer. Just put them under that Lightstim for 5 minutes. They'll get a nice glow. They'll start the healing process, and it'll just be something they've never had before. And then if they really love it, maybe you can say, why don't you come in for like a buff and glow? You can come in, we'll lightly exfoliate you, serum, put you under there for 20 minutes and whatever. Do you have a charge for that? Like a plain Lightstim?
Just included.
You just do as add-ons then? Okay. So what's your add-on price?
Oh, no, I always include it.
Oh.
My
If
treatments.
any treatment that requires LED, it's just
Oh, okay.
complimentary.
Like what other treatments are you doing that require it?
Me? None.
Do you do
Right
the
now.
Lightstim after a hydrofacial?
Sometimes, yes, it's yes.
Okay,
You can
good.
go to the next level. There's a 3-level microfacial and the middle ones.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so for an additional cost.
Yes.
Yes, got you. But okay, see, you have your Lightstim. It's sitting in the corner. So after a Dermafrac, not just a microderm, but after the Dermafrac, throw them under there for 5 minutes. Explain to them the benefits of the LED. And you know what? If you really like this, we do have a 20-minute procedure where we buff you, serum, and get under the light. And once they know the benefits, then they may want to bite on just a treatment.
Yeah.
You have a Soluma. Soluma. Okay.
Same thing with the Soluma. I tell people, like, I love the Illuminate. If you don't have one, I'm not saying buy mine, but use yours. Use them. People let them sit in the corner too much. Use them for 5 minutes.
Right.
Explain to what you're doing, and and they may. Oh, and then you can even retail masks. Like I don't know if Saluma has one. I don't know if Lightstin does, but if they do, then you can retail to those people that have been thinking, "Wow, this is really great." Because that's where the real benefit comes in, is when they use it at home, repetitively. You're doing a
Good job.
Also the lips. It's good in aesthetics and
Yeah. And now you're on her nose, so you know what? Bump it up to 4.
Right?
Yeah. I'm not saying that her nose is congested or anything, but really kind of get in there, and then you'll start. She doesn't have a lot of sebum, but when you have someone that does, and you kind of dig in, you'll start. Oh, then when you look at the tip when you're done, you're going to see the sebum right around the circle.
Now, if somebody does have like a lot of dead skin or sebum on there, do you have to clean the tip off in between?
No, but I want to just hold that up. Can we, yeah, she doesn't really have too much in there, and you would see it like around
but
the
when you
circle.
push in the other side and you scoop it and then push it and then it's like you're gonna
Do it close with
Yeah.
it.
you
Like-
push on the
Push
other
against
side
the other
against
side.
the other.
Like that.
Yeah, and just support it.
Support. You can feel it.
Breathe
And
through your
you will
mouth.
see the white stuff coming out there.
Yeah, that's in the corner. What'd you say?
You see
And
the
sometimes
man.
even right along the side of the nose where the pores are a little, but I wouldn't go
She
that
has a
heavy
lot.
on the suction, just the nose. The other side, I would lower that.
On this side?
No, I'm just on
Oh.
the side of the nose. So she's getting really a kick-ass microdermabrasion. Really, really a nice microderm. And you've been very methodical, just like you're doing your own microderm. So this tip handpiece is a little different to get used to, isn't it?
Yes.
But you've done, like, you haven't really broke suction because you can hear the machine. If you have that handpiece tilted a little bit, you're not getting suction. It's got to be flat on the skin in order to hear the motor change in that. But if you don't do packages of microderm, you're missing out because women will sign up for those because they're fairly cheap. If you do a package of 4 for $400 and do it every week.
And you know how I sell out this bracelet because
The lips.
the lips. I said before I see you for the
Lip color.
color, I have to
Oh, a bit of
do
exfoliation
that,
over them.
exfoliate them. So
Like
that
right
one-
before the procedure or like
Yeah.
a couple days before?
couple of days,
Oh.
1 week.
Oh.
When you come back to me, it's already dead skin is ripped off.
Oh.
Balm in 1 week.
Yeah.
With that's how you do it. And if you have a lip booster that you can sell, okay, I'll put on that booster there. See, everything is sell.
Do you want me to do that?
Wow.
Sure.
Okay, she agreed to do her
If
lips.
you only have red rod. If you don't have it,
I would turn it
just
down
put
though, just a little
Vaseline.
bit. Yeah.
Well, should I leave it at her lips then?
I would bring it down to 2, say, and just make sure you support the lip so that it doesn't get there. Yep. Even small little sections.
We are the professional, Miss Stephanie, and everyone is listening or believe what you are saying. What we're right?
Yes, right.
So,
Yes, because seeing is believing.
yes.
It's not like these procedures aren't like, especially if you take the pictures and they come back in a week, come back in 2 weeks, and you collage them for them and they see the difference in the hyperpigmentation and all that. And that's what keeps them going. That's what keeps them interested. So you really want to do that.
She said,
Oh, he was angry.
Oh,
this one.
I thought you like fell or something.
I know, it's like discoloration.
I've been here.
Wait till we actually dermafrac her lips. We're going to do that too.
Oh, okay.
So let's go ahead and change handpieces.
Sometimes it's best
Yeah.
with a double pair.
Just no. Just keep the whole handpiece off.
Oh.
Yeah. Set that one aside.
Then he buys, then you can let him to use on the machine. You can reach out.
And then when you take
That's
that
what I
little
was
black
thinking.
cap off, it drips out a little bit. Don't worry about that. Yeah, it just has that happens. And then
You can use
the machine will always start out on 3.
Yeah.
Great.
So
And so put it onto your back of your glove and bring it up to your eye so you can see the fluid action
maybe I can
coming
help
down
you if
into
you
the
can
hand
pay
control
me
just a
in
little bit.
Okay, there we go.
Perfect. So you're ready to go.
What about?
So now we will do the zones. Zone 1, turn
Oh,
head.
for the girl face.
If you spend 6,000,
Let's
you
turn
already
head.
1,000.
We won't start with the forehead because it could be a little ouchy. And you might just want to hold that hand back just a little bit so that
Maybe
you,
like where
Well, you want to pay
Yeah.
6,000?
yep, and just do your first
Oh,
vertical,
I see.
see how she is.
But if he has money, you help me with it, then he can pay you little by little, right? Because he already taken.
Remember, you're not pushing on the skin. You want to just pull
Then if he
on the
has
skin.
money, you
And you're just going to go to this area. Don't go into the mask area. We'll do that at another.
So
Just
you
keep
can
it
use a
line
Moto
by line.
discount code.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, making faces.
Is it just Moto?
It's painful.
It's
Against
different.
the skin.
And just try to not. Do me a favor. Stand up just a second. I'm not going to have you stand the whole time. But now make your next row and don't just let it pull. Don't push it. Just let's see if.
If you say we can do the vision and then this one.
You hear that dripping?
And it's
It's
And then maybe a couple more just to where the chin ends. And then now we didn't do the top of her cheek. We don't want to do under her eye. But so now pull her skin down a little bit. And the areas that you didn't do some sweeping up, vertical. Don't push too hard.
Oh, is this the 0.25?
Yeah.
It's a 5 for you, huh?
You know what I mean? Same kind of stuff.
And
Feeling
then
this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt, but like it does.
Oh, I want
It does.
It feels
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Let's go about my knees out.
okay, well, you're young.
That's what they're asking, so I'm just letting them know.
So let's turn her head. Down the other way. Because now let's do our horizontal. Take your hand piece, don't move, and just roll it this way.
Oh, aesthetic record.
All the way back to the ear. And again, if you come into like an area that you can't roll all the way, I make a little contest for myself and I try to do that, but bone structure maybe make you have to do 2 different passes. Just support that skin. Let the suction do the work. That's nice. Now, if I'm doing the 2 sections like that, I'll do it like this,
finish it.
this, and then I'll come back. It'll just make it a little, and support that real good. There you go.
So they still take that out.
That's it. And how is that comfort level? Because we have a suction device that we can lower. So if that's uncomfortable, we'll lower it for you.
It was just the first time I've ever done it. It felt
Okay,
different.
gotcha.
Surprising.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna look for that.
I got 125, you know,
It was the same for me
less
too.
than
How does it feel?
That's cool.
How long do you use this?
Well, it's not cotton candy.
Yeah.
For 6 weeks.
Okay.
Or 6 weeks.
Nice.
Now, you have to mix it.
Okay, so now you want to stop there and do the mask area. You've gotten that far, so do your vertical near the hairline first, just so it doesn't startle her.
But where you have to tell them first the one treatment, okay,
Yes.
before you go.
And
You don't say
right
that I
there.
have a pack. It's expensive to do some. And we said, oh, that's
And then
very
you'll
expensive.
go and turn her head and do it on the other side.
The results are
They
good.
are
So
doing
we
just
can
great
incorporate
here.
this.
Hope you guys are
I
watching.
know,
If you have
it's
questions,
expensive,
please
but
let us know.
we will do that.
That's how we usually do.
Oh,
How much of the skin tents cost each time?
And where can you get all this stuff? Because I was on your website, but I could only find the machine. Like if you
Oh,
need
well,
more
okay, so when you
serums and
want to order
caps.
more serum, we call the company.
Oh,
And I have that number. It's in our group too.
okay.
So so if you're not in my Dermafrac group,
I
you
am.
should hop in there because the number's there. So they're $42 for the serum and the roller head together. So if you're going to charge $250, that's not a bad price because it's not taking that long. And like if you're doing a hydrofacial, I don't know what's a hydrofacial consumable cost. High like a what?
With infusion, 400 with infusion.
That's the consumable?
No, also,
How much does it cost for the
35.
products?
The product when you use a hydrofacial, what is it?
I don't
You don't know.
I just flip my face with that.
No, it's like
very costly
$40.
Oh.
So how much?
$40.
$40 for a hydrofacial, that's all?
Mhm.
Oh,
No, just basic serum, yes. But we have a additional.
yeah, you have like the ampules or the
Tips.
cartridges and
Oh no, the tips are not. The tips you reuse.
It's just
huh?
plastic, so.
Yeah, you reuse those. Oh, okay.
No, you don't read.
The
Okay.
basically like 40.
So
I
it's
just
the
searched a little
caps,
bit.
yeah, she's pushing
Serum.
right on it.
aftercare.
There you go.
Like his machine. is even
What's so
better.
expensive about it?
That better? It's like 40.
Yeah.
That's how much it will last.
Yeah, sometimes it's
No,
our
I don't know,
natural
but it
thing.
kinda
You
depends
don't
on
want to
like how
really
much
get
you're
in there, you know?
Because you could, the thing is, like with this, it doesn't have a, I guess I mean, you can go slower or faster, but with hydrofacial, you can go up and down. So if you're like going plus and minus, so if you're going plus and you're using too much, you're using way too much, you know what I mean?
Oh, really? It was
In
section
here it's
level.
already
Yeah.
portioned out for you.
Like I said, if you go slower or whatever, but once you get it down, it's, I mean, you got vision and everything. With the neck.
And then I'll make sure,
Because I use wholesale and you see.
And then that's what's good.
and then Moto, those two documents that I sent you, I have a slideshow of protocol
Okay.
that I sent you today, but you can send everybody the link. It'll have all the ingredients of the serums.
Okay.
It also has like what some of my protocols are, how I would treat somebody. Like I saw, like if you see this picture, this is what I did, 5 treatments, but I really did 1 package plus 2 extras,
Yes.
kind of a thing, just to, let me ask.
No.
Oh, we already did the mask.
Okay,
We already did the mask. We did the side of the cheek.
okay, let's do the chin.
Rachel is good. So somebody there thinking about buying.
Little, pick it up. Who's thinking you're gonna buy one?
Thinking about it, yeah. It's just on your website, right? The normal one?
But
No,
they
no,
use
no,
a-
no,
use
no,
a
he-
Moto.
Yeah.
Oh,
under
but use the
most-
code mode.
And
No, there is no
they
code.
have financing, right? Financing.
Yeah, right through Moto.
Oh, okay.
Just like the Skin Classic.
Yeah,
Right.
financing.
But that's on the website.
No.
Okay.
You have to tell Moto, I want one.
Oh, got it.
Okay. You
Yeah.
tell
I got
Moto,
mine at
I want
Hasbro
one.
one
And
time.
then Moto calls it in.
Right. Well,
So if you got 1,000 discount,
just like the Skin Classic.
you can go website 6,000. Me, 5,000.
To her upper lips. You might just want to do the
Yeah.
kisses there.
I don't think they do it.
Like, and really support one side of the lip. Yeah, that's great. And if that's uncomfortable, we can knock it down a
Can
little
you
bit.
help? So machine,
Yeah, I'll show you.
then she can help with payments.
Yeah, well, I'll just take it all there. I'll show you.
Could we ask? She has other machines, the vibration stuff.
You have microderm?
So she wants to sell. Do you know any website?
Oh, I would use the Facebook buy and sell.
Oh, okay.
Marketplace.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
marketplace?
Well, marketplace would be good even in Arizona because there's a lot of estheticians.
Yeah.
That would be, but the
There's
one on,
esthetician pages too where a lot of people sell products.
yes.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
On
Are you
Facebook,
on
yeah.
Facebook? Yeah. So let's do the
Yeah, you
nose.
just
There's
go
no
up there,
great
slow
way to do it.
pages, and
Okay, so I can
just
just
say
link-
yourself.
Roll in
I
if
think
you
it's getting
can,
work
and
too,
then
I
maybe
can
some
put it on
kisses.
Facebook instead there.
It's a rolling too, let me know.
Asking to help because you help me.
Yeah, I can help, definitely.
So you basically whatever you
Prices
have.
and pictures.
That much.
You're giving her a really good Dermafrac treatment.
Wow.
There's microdermabrasion and dermafrac. So
Yes.
she's really gonna be
Okay, we send a perfect video, okay?
What happened? It just
No, this one is Stephanie with planing, vibration, with this, with red light. I give $2.99. That's the price.
Okay, so that's perfect, right? And I've
Don't
done
give 300. Just make it $2.99.
You never do
Yes.
300.
Don't flat.
no,
Yes,
it doesn't sound good.
Yes.
300. Damn, that sounds a lot compared to $2.99.
Sure does.
That's
Is
not
that-
good stuff.
Don't go up too much in the forehead, right? Because you're gonna. Okay. So now do one side, do the other side. Yes. How's your skin feeling?
Good.
Good.
Feel tight.
Yeah, that's good. And she's going to have just enough serum for this treatment. She's got bigger cheeks, so she's got a little bit more real estate, and we were working slow. So you don't want to work fast, but if you look at my videos, you'll see kind of the pace that you want to go.
So do you feel a lot of pain with this, or is it just like uncomfortable?
In this area is where I felt like just a lot of pain. Yeah.
And that's so fleshy that doesn't normally happen. But see, everybody's a little different, so you can tailor the suctions.
Right?
Yeah.
Then you might
What's that?
I said I packaged that with microneedling. After a month, they come back. Beautiful.
Yes, yes, it is. And see, when you're trying to develop your conversation with your clients on what you're charging, the best thing to do is to rehearse that. The more you say, and you've got to put it in paper, like what the charge is, so that they know. There's no no questions asked, and speak to them and say, yeah, today's charge would be the Dermafrac would be $2.99, and that will include your dermaplane, your microderm, this, and LED. Would you like to do that now? And you let them know. Always let them know the prices. People like to know that.
You know how much your LED lights cost?
My what it costs?
Your LED light.
The LED light? Oh, it's $1,800.
1,800, okay.
That's good.
Just 5 minutes, she said.
Just 5 minutes.
So you should say some. The LED lights.
But how much did you buy yours for?
Was that the saloon one? Yeah, it's probably like 23.
Oh, wow. And what's it have in it? Just red and blue or red and...
And amber.
Oh. So it's three?
So let me do the race.
Yeah, the ones I was looking at were the handheld from Lightstone, but
And
I would have to hold them.
exactly.
We use those in school.
But you work here and you have a light stand.
Yeah.
You have a light stand.
Or we'll sell.
So they're cleaning up at our second location.
Oh, the different locations. Yeah.
So they're cleaning.
So once you need another one, you should get an Illuminate, because that will save you time. And then Illuminate does have the mask. Retail, it's $600.
Things that you
Oh,
do
wow.
for lips.
Okay, so let's bump it down to one.
The Illuminate mask
Yeah.
retails at $600.
You're gonna do one quadrant, and you're gonna slowly support the skin and just do
But it's not
pieces.
one for that client, like it's just
Yeah.
that you put
For
on
home care.
like
Oh, it's the home care one.
exact home
Oh.
care one.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to use that in the office. And then go right inside, see how you adjust on the And when you see this, so if you have somebody that's got dehydrated lips, This is so, and go over it again, right? Yeah, like if that's me on the table, I'd be saying, yeah, give me another one. And so you start their journey on lip hydration. So if you do this and then you offer them something for their lips, they're probably going to take you up on it and say, look, we're hydrating them right now. If you want to keep up hydration, use this.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But look at that.
cool.
Isn't that beautiful? But you see how dry her lip was too. So
It looks
many
like
of our
it.
clients really have dry lips.
We did the artisan on her too, and it was a good result.
Good. Oh, we got to match up that upper,
Get
right?
some new stuff.
Yeah.
I still feel that super different.
Really?
Well, I mean, having this, it'll need much. So now I don't know what's better, this or the EpiPen.
No, this is better.
I know.
Well, this is more, the EpiPens are nice, right? It's a
Yes.
great treatment for like a red carpet ready, but this is more
But you could do a red
medicinal.
carpet ready for this with this one also.
Yes, you could on a low suction with two passes. Now, if I had a first-time client and she's getting met, what's today? Like if she was getting married in 2 days, or the mother came in and she's going in 2 days, I don't think this would be the treatment unless they've already had it. You know, because I don't play like that. Even though I know she's going to be fine, but I really would hold off. But if it was somebody who normally had them, they know how they are in a day or two. So.
Okay.
Beautiful and
Nice.
lovely.
Oh, that's pretty much all it's in.
Pretty much all gone. Good.
Yeah.
But you can see that, you put that into the lip there. Beautiful.
She's plump and hydrated.
Yes, she is.
She's ready.
Look
She's
good.
ready.
Yay!
Are you gonna come back again?
But see how their
So
face
the
does not turn red.
Red box.
Their face does not turn red on
Yeah.
the
Syringe
on
can
the
go in the
five.
trash.
Not gonna lie.
That's the
I would
good.
mostly use the
So
five.
you can
Yeah.
And then while you have this hand free, just take your filter way out and
Well, yeah, I will just on the, not on the profile side.
Yeah.
But for me, it's fine, but
Even though
it's
you're
almost
almost-
like, I don't know, like,
We
you know,
didn't clean up the last
you know,
time.
how you want it to go, and she's always like, you know, I hate those people, I have to
Oh, man.
follow
I
them
don't even know
around.
why
Let's
they
get
got
more
it.
friendly.
I know,
Like, you
but
know you're
I don't know,
gonna be
like,
full.
right?
Want that on top.
And so, yeah, so anyway,
I never got one yet. I haven't had a microneedle.
that's because we had the alcohol in there.
there's only one
And
you know what I mean?
No, I don't want to use microneedle. I prefer
put that in the back now.
microchanneling.
Yeah.
You can, with one of these barbicides,
She
you
wants
can
like
wipe the machine,
Prozac.
the handpiece,
You can
and
send
the tubing. And that
Oh,
other
yeah.
tip can go out into the trash.
So
Yeah,
maybe
very,
somebody
very
can
easy,
like-
right?
So after this treatment that I got, like how much time would I have to wait to get like the derma?
When were you planning on it?
Like next Tuesday.
Oh, perfect, you
That's
could.
fine.
Yeah, we-
Or you
Yeah.
can do it that
Oh, absolutely, yeah, you can. What is today?
Tuesday.
Tuesday? You know, in a
a
few,
week from now.
you could do it less than a week from
So
now.
even Monday I could get it done.
Yes. If I were you, I'd be doing that like that Monday.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, your skin's going to feel fine. It's going to look great. If your skin didn't feel good and fine, then you wouldn't do it.
Right.
But it's going to be great. And then you're going to get even nicer results from your dermaplane.
Yeah.
So one question I had, what's the difference between this rolling on your face compared to the manual rollers?
Okay, so I used manual rollers for years. I loved them because they were fast, but I had to numb, and I didn't like that because you're pushing. So if you don't mind numbing, and it didn't infuse anything, even if you are to put serum on the skin and roll it, you're not always getting those into where the point is, right? You might be getting some in superficially, but you're never getting it in like it is here because it's going onto the wheel and getting in. So it's the infusion. So again, any type of microneedling is the bomb. If you never, when you remodel skin, it's the needles that are working. But if you have skin issues and you infuse a serum like hyperpigmentation and put kojic acid where it needs to be, it's going to work quicker. You're going to get faster results, which means happier clients. So that's the way they differ. I never say anybody's is better, but if you can infuse with it, there's no contest. And the ease of it. Have you used rollers on clients? I have for years, and I liked them only because I could do it quick. And yeah, but it never infused anything, and I had to numb them, so it took me longer to do it.
Can we do this for the hair, Rose?
Absolutely.
Oh, you're cold.
And what would be the setting? 0.5 then? For the hair?
I would use 0.5. I would use 5 on the suction because typically where we're doing it, it's not that sensitive.
Right, yeah.
So on my questionnaire in my office, I have a question that says, do you have hair loss or have you had hair loss due to hormones, chemotherapy, anything like that, right? And if they tick it off and they're coming in for a Dermafrac, which in my group you'll see me do some of my women who have areas of involvement. So they've said, yes, I have hair loss. So I need to address it somehow. So I'm doing the Dermafrac and I tell them, when I'm doing your Dermafrac, I can go ahead and go into these areas after the procedure. And I also have hair serum, which is from Definage. And they have done it. And the results are fantastic. But these were women that only had smaller areas. And yes, you have to put it up to 5. And you have to do the kisses because you can't roll it because the hair gets in the way. But now Damien, he's a nurse. He just trained in April. He's got pictures of himself where we did his head. He had more of the slips, and he's been using the Definage, and he's had a lot of hair growth. So he's in our group too. So, and it's from the Dermafrac, but of course it's like you have to layer modalities, right? Some people can use Rogaine and maybe they'll see a little hair growth. But if they were to use like Rogaine and microneedling and red LED, they're going to see more. So, so my clients do the Dermafrac, and I don't charge them any more for that because the serum that they buy from me is expensive. And they use it twice a day, and the results are fantastic. But it's coupled with the microneedling. So I do their face, neck, and décolleté like I normally do, and I take the last 4 or 5 minutes, and I go into those areas. And now a lot of the ladies I don't need to do, and they stay on a maintenance of the hair serum. And if I saw that they were having like a little loss, if I haven't seen them for a couple months, I would just say, hey, after a treatment, I think I'll go in and do a little microneedling there, okay? What's it going to take? It doesn't take anything to do it. So I don't charge it up. And I haven't had men that just came in for like a monkey's ass, where I was going to do that. But, if you treat a lot of men, you're going to have men with more hair loss. If they have hair loss in their beard, certain areas, you can do that. But you have to couple it with some type of hair serum, something for them to do at home. There's so many on the market. Whatever line you have, you may have one. They may have one. So you might be like within your same line.
Is that good for hair transplant also? The person that.
Oh yeah. So when people have hair transplants, they still need to do therapies to keep the hair because those follicles are prone to not destruction, but they're fragile. They're not super great. They still need to be fortified. They still need to have that good blood supply in that area. So many people that have transplants are sent to somebody that either does the microneedling, they might do it with their permanent makeup machine, not putting color in, but doing like multi-tryptanic collagen actuation with a bigger needle size and hair serum. So they're always going to need to have microneedling done Yeah, but not every month, maybe every couple months, but still they need to use some serum.
My son, he was diagnosed with alopecia areata, and so I'll do the microneedling, and that helps with the red light therapy. That really helps.
Oh, good. Yeah, and if you coupled it, and somebody said, well, what serum would you use? Well, I reach for Rejuvenate for my women a lot, so I use the Rejuvenate. It's really the needles getting in near those follicles and creating the blood flow, the inflammation. And the same way with the red light, 660 to 630 to 660 will take care of that type of hair loss. So that's a good way to go too.
Stephanie, just to clarify, so you do the microneedling on the hair after you've done, and you don't have serum anymore on your cartridge, right?
Oh, okay. No,
'Cause you-
sometimes I have serum in the cartridge.
Okay.
So if I have serum in the cartridge, I'll go through their areas. But
Okay.
that was a very good question, because what happens if you run out and you just had a little bit of something you needed to do? You know, I don't always like to do it super dry. You can, because needling, people have done it like that. But like my line of Definage, I can put on the bio serum onto the skin and roll it in. So if you have something like that, a lot of lines have that kind of stuff that's safe, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
So it's not a serum cartridge that goes on the Dermafrac.
No, oh no, and the
It's
Definage
separate.
is something that, the hair serum, it kind of goes in the hair.
Yeah.
But you'll see me in the videos doing the hair in my group, doing hair with a couple spritzes of the Definage hair serum, and me really going at it, trying to get that serum in there just to jumpstart it.
Mhm. Yeah.
But if I just used my other serum, that's fine too. But I just wanted to jump it a little bit.
Okay.
And I was opening up one for her anyway to take home.
Yeah.
Nice.
But that's a
Okay.
good way to do that. What else? Any other? So yes, those two files, the Vimeo files. There's a lot of different videos on like how to work with the machine, that kind of things that you've already seen. But then if you decide down the road you're going to get one, you review them. You're going to be able to see that. But then the other has a slideshow with all the protocols, all the ingredients on here. So that's helpful too. I know a lot of people, before they buy, they have to really look at the ingredient deck and see what's in it, Right? Are you one of those?
Yes, but no.
Oh, okay. When she said that, I was like, oh, maybe that's so. Anything else?
I would add, Mrs. Stephanie also, 24 hours, I think she didn't sleep. She never sleep. She always answers. She is quick to answer all this.
Well, if I don't do it quick, then I'll forget. It's like Moto says, you can ask Moto a question, and man, he's getting right back to you. I know.
That's gonna have a good very.
He doesn't sleep either. We're cut from the same cloth.
So Skin Classic, we have a Facebook training every Monday.
You do?
No, you are class, right?
So sometimes I do. Okay, so my business over the years, I've done them like on Mondays, like for 2.5, 3 years. Every Monday I would do it. So now I sort of have them archived, and I'll pop up the trainings in my group, and they're also in Vimeo, so you can always search different topics there. But sometimes, yes, I do, but I don't need to do them as much because most of that information is out there. Oh, that just came with lots of years of 10:30, and then you would be there. It was a 10:30 start, and you were there. Was that 7:30? Yeah, because I'm on the East Coast.
So some people already Skin Classic trained, but you guys not confident. You want to watch it.
Yeah.
Because once you get confident, you want happy to sell.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And here's another thing. I don't know if you're doing this. Do you have the updated client intake form that I always talk about? That's here in the office. So there needs to be just one form. You do your forms online or in-house?
Right now in-house.
Okay, no problem. That's great. Okay. So this is a one sheet. I'm going to send it to you. So maybe whoever does your paperwork can do it. So clients, after a while, you want to give them an updated client intake form. And on that, it might read, What surgeries have you had since last we've seen you? What new medications are you on? What minor skin imperfections would you like treated today? Skin tags, keratosis, brown spots. If you list all of that, and they have to do that at the front desk just once, as they come in, they're going to check off maybe a skin tag or something. So who's ever going to see that client is obligated to talk about the Skin Classic. You just don't shush it under the table. You have a Skin Classic, right? So if you don't have that sheet, you might be missing out on so many add-ons throughout the day. Yes, and then on that same form, I also have. Do you have any hair loss due to menopause, chemotherapy? So I will send it to you. Yes, so it's kind of like whatever it is you're doing. Like you might say, and everybody knows what you do, but if you just learned permanent makeup and you want people to know, you could have that question: do you have trouble applying your eyeliner? Due to poor eyesight. And if they checked it off, and then you could say, oh, well, that opens the door to talk about permanent makeup. So whatever your hair removal, you might have that question. Is there unwanted hair that you're embarrassed by? So whatever it is that you want to push and do more, because if they check that off, Moto, you got to talk to them about the laser hair removal, right? And get them a package.
Yeah.
So just that one form without you embarrassing, saying, hey, did you see all the hair under your arms? Or, you can't do that, but you have to let them tell you.
I usually ask them this, I like my hair, don't touch.
Well, right. So you didn't want to ask them in the first place. But if they checked it off and said, yeah, I am embarrassed by, my underarm hair or something, then you can have at them.
Makes sense.
Makes lots of sense.
I'm old. I've been around.
I actually have a Skin Classic question.
Yeah.
I just did a client the other day for his broken capillaries. He said a couple of the broken capillaries he had, like some of the larger ones, were due to an injury from when he was younger. And I did one treatment, which it lightened them up a lot. So how many treatments do you recommend, for something like that?
Well, it just depends. Always send me a picture. Send me a before, what kind of a picture you have. Okay. And you have to wait 30 days, at least a full skin cycle, right? Because it takes time to absorb. But you could do another treatment. And if it got lighter after that, and then they still wanted another, then sure, you can do another one. You're not going to damage the skin.
Yeah, because I see right there, it's like my forehead, that one's really deeper. So these all pretty much disappeared.
Oh my gosh, that looks beautiful.
Yeah, but it was just this one that still kind of is hanging
Oh,
out
yeah,
a little bit.
So yeah, redo it.
Okay, so just 30 days in between now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Stephanie, also after you do the after they do the skin cleaning to me, I always tell them you need a skincare after that, because so we can get rid of all of that. Yeah.
You need a what?
I do always micro.
Oh.
I always Dermafrac. Oh my god.
Well, I said microdermabrasion because they have a lot of dead skin.
Yes.
So I said
Exactly.
You always recommend that. If not,
And you know why? Because they believe anything that you ask them to do after they come back and look like that, and you say, wow, now that we've cleared up these irregularities, let's work on the skin texture a little bit, or the dryness, let's do
And I
something.
was doing that.
Schedule
They had a little build-up.
Ladies, sorry to interrupt.
Right?
Two people need to take
Oh,
a
yeah.
Can you grab the machine? Can you do it? If you hold this.
Oh, well, why don't we go stand over this way by the crowd in?
Here's a light.
Oh, the lights are better? Okay.
At night for my skincare routine, same thing.
yes, you're the one.
Zero
Right. You want to wash with it?
No,
Just-
that's me. I was trying to run around with sandals after.
You want to be close up and then
Yeah.
two lines. Okay. Small. Thank you. He was hiding the leg. Okay, like that. It's okay. 5 seconds. close up.
Nicely done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So much fun. This is just too much fun on this stuff, isn't it? Well, that's wrapping up our training day here. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Be happy to answer those for you. I'll chat with you later, everybody. Bye-bye.